Zombie, 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 zombie nation. Zombie, 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 zombie nation. Zombie, zombie, zombie.
Hello and welcome to COD League Qualifier, round number 3. This series is between Team Gorilla and Ironstormtv. I am Spooky J, and I will be your host and play-by-play, whatever you want to call it, for this series.
Team ban.
Both teams. Sorry for the delay. First off, that was a bit of a technical issue that we had to fix. Both teams go in those early strength bans. Ironstormtv going those early strength bans with the ever popular Slardar and Doom this current meta. Very strong heroes in this whole strength carry business. We've got, I
10
believe,
seconds remaining.
I don't actually know what the penalties constitute in COD League, but I believe draft time is a big one.
5 seconds remaining.
So gonna be a bit of a hasty draft here,
Reserve time.
but I'm excited to see these two teams play. And we're going to see an Invoker ban out from Team Gorilla.
Radiant
Pretty
team
standard
pick.
ban so far. Evidently, Faceless Void counters whatever Team Gorilla is wanting to do. Not sure what that is yet, but we will find out. So we're going to look at a Phoenix first pick on Ironstorm that's really
Dire
popular right
team
now.
pick.
If you caught the last series I casted for COD League at about 1 o'clock today, that was picked up there as well. And it is a very useful hero this meta, with his Sunray especially being incredibly strong.
10 seconds remaining.
Not only for its outright damage, but its ability to
5
sustain high
seconds
ground
remaining.
push from below the steps at massively long range.
Reserve time.
It's really nice when comboed with things like Terrorblade, especially because it keeps
10
those illusions
seconds
alive.
remaining.
Any illusion heroes.
Skywrath Mage.
And we're going to see a Skywrath Mage Earth Spirit come out from Team Gorilla.
Radiant team pick.
Both strong heroes. Skywrath Mage is a good hero. Aside from the Blade Mail changes, he can get in a little bit of trouble, especially with an Ags, but the Earth Spirit is always a good hero.
10 seconds remaining.
So let's see what
5 seconds
Ironstorm
remaining.
decides to come out and counter that with. Earth Spirit, very
Reserve
popular and very capable in the right hands, but in the wrong hands, he's probably one of the worst heroes in the game, given his skill ceiling. So not a lot of teams down at this T2, T3 level pick him consistently, but it's always fun when they do. I'm gonna see a Vengeful Spirit out on
Dire team
Ironstormtv, another popular hero right now. Any hero with that stun, you know, especially if the Phoenix ends up being a support, he doesn't have a ton of lockdown in and of himself. So the Venge having her ability to
10 seconds remaining.
somewhat crowd control with a swap, and then stun with the missile. It's only at max slightly less than a 2-second
Radiant
stun,
team ban.
but it's enough to make a difference, especially with the damage you get out from it. More strength
Dire
cores
team
being banned
ban.
out by Ironstorm. So far they've gone through Doom, Slardar, and Ursa. And looking at a Darkseer ban coming out from Team Gorilla. Darkseer can be pretty scary with Phoenix if you get the combo off well.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean he's in the again in the right hands. He's a really good hero.
5 seconds remaining.
Unless you're Universe, apparently these last couple games.
Reserve time.
So yeah, okay, I see what
Radiant
that
team ban.
level 2 punishment. They've only got 7 seconds of reserve time on Team Gorilla, so this is going to be a fast draft for them. They ban out the Nature's Prophet. He's always a strong hero. Just his ability to move around the map. They're like even if you made him
10
only have
seconds
one tree,
remaining.
his ganking ability is insane early game. And we're
Dire
actually going to
team
see
pick.
a intelligence hero banned out by Ironstorm, the Storm Spirit going away, and a Beastmaster picked up by Team Gorilla. A
Radiant
popular
team
offlane
pick.
right now. They did nerf him a little bit with his Hawk's Vision, but especially his Night Vision was a big one. But still a very popular hero, still has a very good ult, and a Slark picked up by
Dire
Ironstormtv.
team pick.
I love Slark. I hate to play against him, but I love playing him. He's such a mean, annoying hero, but he gets the job done pretty well. And he'll be able to also purge off pretty much anything that Earth Spirit and Skywrath Mage throw at him.
10 seconds remaining.
As well as, I suppose, Beastmaster Boris Low.
Radiant
And
team
actually, a
pick.
Legion Commander picked up for Team Gorilla. That's a pretty scary hero right now because she scales kind of infinitely in damage. And against strength heroes, you really need that. And against the Phoenix, it's a really good pick just because of her double attack.
10
She basically
seconds
gets a
remaining.
twofer right off the bat whenever she hits him.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I kind of like the synergy between the Slark and the Phoenix because they can both jump on you pretty fast with the Icarus dive and the pounce. Lots of magic damage can come out from them in a pretty short amount of time. Skywrath could theoretically hurt Slark if Slark gets roared while he's already ultied. I feel like that's kind of an unlikely situation to happen more than once in the game. Taking their time with this next pick. They're going to pick up a Tidehunter. Another
Dire
good
team
offlane hero.
ban.
He's always good. Well, I suppose they could. I mean, I'm assuming that Tidehunter is going to be the offlane. It could also be a Phoenix offlane. We've seen that quite a bit recently, just in various pro games and a lot of pubs too.
10 seconds
He's a pretty solid
remaining.
offlane hero, getting those early levels on Sunray. But most likely, it's going to be
5
Tidehunter offlane
seconds
with
remaining.
a Phoenix and Vengeful Spirit either roaming or supporting the Slark. But I suppose Slark could also be mid
Reserve
as
time.
well.
5 seconds remaining.
It looks like Team
Radiant
Gorilla
team
doesn't really think
ban.
he's going to be mid. They're going to ban out a mid hero themselves in the Puck. Puck would have been a bit scary on Ironstorm had they decided to do that because of just their ability to gap close. Like between a Venge, a Phoenix, and a Slark, and the Tidehunter providing the
10
opportunity
seconds
to gap
remaining.
close, that could be a pretty lethal combination.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm assuming that Legion Commander is going to be
Reserve
safe lane,
time.
so they're probably looking to ban a mid here. They're going to go ahead and get rid of the Queen of Pain.
Radiant team pick.
Sad that you don't see OD anymore at all in any of these games. I don't think he got that bad, but hey.
Ten seconds remaining.
Last pickup here for both teams.
5 seconds remaining.
Not much reserve time left. These teams have to
Reserve
decide
time.
pretty fast on both of these.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
3 seconds, oh man. Alchemist is going to come out from Ironstorm.
Dire team
I enjoy
pick.
Alchemist mid. I enjoy playing it. Again, it's one of those heroes that you enjoy to play, but hate to play against or have on your team. Very greedy. Rest of that team doesn't actually look too greedy. I mean, Tidehunter is going to want that Blink Dagger, so that kind
10
of
seconds
cuts
remaining.
off the Ancients from Alchemist, but pretty
5
solid team
seconds
lineup from
remaining.
Ironstorm there. I really like their ability to gap close, and I like their ability to push
Reserve
quite a bit
time.
as well.
Ember Spirit.
Gonna see an Ember Spirit come out from Team Gorilla here. I'm assuming they're gonna throw that mid. I don't think Alchemist will have too much issue. It depends on how Ember Spirit decides to level, and it depends on, well, it depends on how Alchemist decides to level too, because that acid spray could really mess with Ember Spirit if he doesn't have a high enough level. Actually, no, that's physical damage. That's not magic. So yeah, Ember Spirit could have a bit of issue here, especially with the amount of lockdown coming out from the Alchemist and the Vengeful Spirit once they get levels. I think if I had to pick a team just based on the draft, I would go with Ironstorm, but it's all down to execution at this point. You don't win from drafting alone, as they say.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright, and we are in. And immediate pause. Tactical pause. Everyone discussing what they're going to buy. It's a neat Ember Spirit set. I mean, Earth Spirit set. Not totally sure what this pause is about, to be honest, but maybe lag. So I'm not totally sure if these are actually stand-ins over on Team Gorilla, but because there's only like one person with the Team Gorilla tag, so I guess might not be their whole team. But I know they were having some issues with their last player. Ah, looks like Slark was the one lagging. Ping's already coming out what they want to do. Looks like they want to go up mid and take that bot rune, I'm guessing. And another disconnect. Falling like flies. I hate this bug where it like messes up the model stance of certain heroes like Ember Spirit and Earth Spirit here. Doesn't seem to affect Skywrath Mage. Or Legion Commander for that matter. It affects the Shopkeeper, that's kind of funny. I didn't know you could actually click on him. That's neat. Waiting on these reconnects here. Not much I can really say right now that I haven't already said. And looks like Slark's back, just waiting on the Alchemist now. Ice Storm seems pretty organized. Like, you can tell, you know, how long an organization has been around or how much effort they put in by things like their banners and their, you know, their team tags. I always appreciate when people do that. And it looks like Alchemist is back. We should be getting back into the game soon. Delayed quite a bit already. And here we go. Items being bought. Looks like this is a Phoenix support. He's going to immediately TP mid, get some wards down. We are going to see the Ember Spirit roll across. Probably, yeah, to get a ward of his own down. Where did Phoenix place that? Ah, right here. Yeah, just getting wards up at the moment. Don't know if these teams are going to interact too much. Alchemist actually missing tangos. It looks like Phoenix wants to give him some. Earth Spirit's got to be a little bit careful here. He doesn't want to get caught out by the 4-man. And we might actually see a little bit of a sword waving contest, so to speak, between the Tidehunter and the Legion Commander. I should look at their names rather than their hero titles. So they know that PKO is waiting up top here. Bit of a scary. I guess he got roll first, so he can't really get a proper kick stun off. Sladden hasn't put any points in, neither has Peace. And PKO's got to be a little bit careful here, this Slark, as well as the Venge stun. It looks like Alchemist is going to secure bottom rune pretty easily, and Slayden going to secure top rune as well. Not too much of a contest either way. And now we move on to the game. Let's see where these lanes end up. Alchemist might need a little bit of help early, like until he gets acid spray here. Opting to go for absolutely no regen whatsoever. Not sure why they didn't use some of the Phoenix tangos. Okay, there we go. It looks like Venge brought him some. I was a little bit worried there. So looks like we've got Skyrath trying to pick off this courier here, right at level 1.
Radiant's
and he's gonna get it.
200
cargo. What was that? Well, whatever it was, it's gone for another 2 minutes. Good job, Skyrath Mage. Peace. So we're going to see a lot of just, I don't know how many rotations we're going to see early game. Another pause coming out. This time from Slayden. Okay, we're going again. So Beastmaster already opting to jungle here. Phoenix and Slark, like I said, is pretty scary with all their gap closed, so he's just going straight to the jungle. Trying to get some levels there. Doesn't even want to mess with that. He's got his Iron Talon ready on Courier whenever he wants it. And let's take a look at last hits early on already. See who's getting where. Not that it's super important. None of the stats are really that important this early. Skyrath looking for something here. Alchemist doesn't have any sort of lockdown right now. He won't for a while. So he's got to be a little bit careful. Tidehunter getting harassed a bit by the Earth Spirit. Tidehunter really hasn't gotten any XP, hardly at all. Halfway to level 2-ish. And it looks like we might see this Skyrath decide to go here. I'm not sure what he wants to do exactly. Ember Spirit does have Searing Chains. That Acid Spray does hurt the Ember Spirit a lot though. We're actually going to see Slark maybe thinking about going on the Beastmaster. And up top, Tidehunter also stepping in a little too close for comfort. For his own sake, that is. Getting harassed out by the Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit does have that Orb of Venom, which does do a decent amount of damage early. We do have that Skyrath continuing to hang around, but we also have a Vengeful Spirit here now. Making sure he doesn't pick off this Courier a second time here. Which is presumably what he's here to do. It could turn that around into a kill, potentially. So what was that on the Courier? Ooh, a Quelling Blade and a Sentry Ward, and now a Soul Ring. So Skyrath is definitely thinking about something here. Courier is actually going to get called to the side here. They know that Skyrath's going to try something again. They're pinging out the Beastmaster here. And Skyrath wants that Courier so bad. He's only level 1 though. He's really hurting for levels right now. He's not getting anything as is. And Beastmaster getting gone on the Sunray doesn't do enough damage right now. And Slark does not get a pounce off. Unfortunately, that is not going to be a first blood today. Looks like Skyrath is heading back to his rightful place in lane. And both teams still just continuing to farm. Not a ton of rotation coming out aside from the Skyrath killing that Courier. Kind of surprised. Oh, we see a Searing Chains go out on the Alchemist here. Ember Spirit's fighting him. And Ember Spirit does have that Flame Guard up, but both of them decide to back off. Alchemist, of course, very low, and Ember Spirit risking going under tower and taking too much damage there. So, nothing really coming out of that. Alchemist is sitting mid again, super low. He's got a salve on the way to him, I believe. Tidehunter managing to pick up a few levels off lane here. He's not doing as well as the Beastmaster, though. And we're going to see our Searing Chains up on Alchemist again. He pops that salve immediately. Phoenix comes in now. And we're actually going to see a turnaround kill on Sladen. Nice rotation from Pooch, protecting the mid-Alchemist. He definitely needs those early levels. His early game is pretty important to him, getting started. Who ended up finishing him off? Looks like Alchemist did end up getting the kill as well. We are going to see a Skywrath come in, though. He wants to be cheeky. He wants to pick off his Alchemist, maybe. Peace has got to be a little bit careful, though. He does have vision of the Vengeful Spirit, and it looks like Tidehunter decided to try and help a little bit. Alchemist playing pretty passive now. He did have to burn that salve just to live there. So yeah, he has another one coming to him, as well as a Belt of Strength. Not sure what kind of build out we're going to see from him. Not sure if it's Radiance or Manfight Alchemist. Definitely, sports are doing really well on Team Gorilla with their ward game, getting lots of vision up. Well, really both team supports are getting lots of wards up. Doing their support job, really. Ember going in on the Alchemist again. He hits the Searing Chains, and Ember going to throw out the ult, which he just got. Alchemist, unfortunately, is going to die. Zed's dead, is in trouble here. He's going to get bursted down by the Ember, by the Skywrath.
Middle tower is under attack.
And Peace does get the kill. Unfortunate turnaround there mid. Alchemist was hanging out a little too close for how low he was. Sladen just punishing him. And Tidehunter also got a bit low up top. Looks like Carrillo, he's got his boots. He's only level 3 though. He's really having a rough time there. Especially compared to J4G. He's already almost level 6. Now Alchemist is nearly a full level behind this Ember Spirit. And we are going to see PKO and Sladen rotating mid again. Alchemist decides to back off.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But we do have Peace and PKO waiting up top for him. This could be another Alchemist kill here, depending on how far he steps up. He stepped up a little too far, I think. And we're going to see PKO and Peace rotate in. They're going to get the Searing Chains off. Alchemist is going to throw out his ult, but Sladen does a lot of damage right now with that Flame Guard. And Skywrath Mage trying to use his nuke, trying to nuke him down, but they're actually going to turn it around when Pooch comes in. And we're going to see no kills really coming out for either side. Unfortunately, Peace with that level 1 Arcane Bolt does not do enough damage to be able to burst down the Alchemist under ult. And down bot, Slark is actually going on J4G. They're going to throw out the stun on him. Slark actually threw his ult out for this. Does not have Pounce up for just a minute. And Venge is going to finish off the kill with her Wave of Terror. Beastmaster down. Unfortunate that there were no rotations to save him, but I don't think much could be done really. Both the supports on TG are very, very poor based on their rotations. You can see they have no last hits at all. Sorry, correction. Skywrath has 2 last hits. And we're going to see a smoke up from Peace, J4G, and PKO. Looks like they want to go find a kill somewhere, maybe a return kill on Hijack. Looks like they're going to go straight into the jungle. They might catch out Pooch here. He's going to break their smoke. They're going to try and turn this around on them. They do have Roar. They're going to throw out a Concussive Bolt. They're going to throw out a Silence. Roar is out from J4G. And unfortunately, Pooch is just going to bite the dust there. Dog has been put down.
Tis mine.
Unfortunate. But in the meantime, though, Carrillo is able to keep farming up top, get some levels back. He's almost level 6. That tome will be available soon as well, in case he has to rotate out potentially. Alchemist getting his farm in. He's got a Belt of Strength. He is saving up a lot of gold though. This could be a Radiance Alchemist. I'm not sure. Up top, we're going to see Ember Spirit rotating for farm. Carrillo, unfortunately, not the only hero in lane anymore for his team.
Radiant's bottom tower
supports
is under attack.
Zed's dead, and Pooch trying to feed off of him.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Looks like Pooch he's level 4, and both the supports are level 4, so Not too bad, especially compared to TG's
Radiant's
supports.
bottom
Supports are pretty
tower
even
is
this game,
under
is what I'm
attack.
getting at. We are going to see PKO, J4G, and Songs pushing the bot tower. And first tower of the
Radiant's
game
bottom
falls
tower
in
has
favor of
fallen.
TG. Alchemist getting gone on a bit. He's going to get silenced up, but he does have that chemical rage for another,
Dire's
about
top
half
tower is
duration.
under attack.
And Sladen just continuing to farm. I don't think he expected to go in on that. I think that was really just Peace looking to get some damage off. Hijack could be in a bit of trouble here. He's going to get stunned up by the Earth Spirit. He's going to get silenced, pulled towards him. He's going to get the pounce off though. Earth Spirit going to roll away. He's going to throw out his ult. And they do have Roar. Not going to be able to use it. Unfortunately, Slark's ult masked his ability to be clicked. And so Hijack is going to get out just fine. There were rotations from Zed's Dead and Hooch. J4G taking advantage of this though and farming up the Ice Storm jungle as well as the rest of his team. PKO looking a little bit low. Legion Commander already sitting on a Blink Dagger. Songs is definitely happy with where he is right now. Early Blink Dagger got 4 points at overwhelming odds. But still, Carrillo is farming up top here, doing whatever he can to get levels. He's got an Iron Talent as well for farming up. J4G sitting invis right here. Hooch and Hijack got to be a little bit careful. They see the dog there. That was a nice little bait. Hijack is going to finish it off. And it looks like they know there's too many there. Hijack, J4G just really didn't want to go on that right now. Does have an opportunity if he wants to. He's got to be careful. There are 3 more Ironstorm players there to support Hijack in case he gets stunned up. He did just burn his purge though. We're going to see the shout come out from Beastmaster. Songs is going to go in, immediately duel the Slark. Phoenix rotating in, trying to get as much damage off as he can. Tidehunter throwing out the Ravage as well. Going to get an Anchor Smash off. Beastmaster is going to fall. And looks like those are going to be the only 2 casualties of that fight. Slark and a Beastmaster. Definitely not a trade in favor of Ice Storm. Very good patience coming out from J4G, waiting for that Slark to use his Purge before stunning. Otherwise, that would have been a very bloody and brutal fight in favor of Ice Storm. Up top, Peace is trying to get some levels here. Trying to get his ult up, I'm assuming. And it looks like he actually... Okay, he did scale it. I thought he scaled something else at first. Excellent play by the Legion Commander, shutting down the Slark's ability to do anything. And Slark actually, speaking of Hijack, managed to pick up the Skywrath Mage up top pretty solo. We do have an ult out on Phoenix now, and Sladen could actually be in a little bit of trouble as Searing Chains do miss. He doesn't really seem to care too much. Alchemist Chemical Rage is down. Looks like Pooch still wants to kind of do something to him, but Sladen does pick up a DD.
We'll take that.
What did Alchemist just buy? Looks like Alchemist is going the Radiance build, so he's almost got that. Should have it by 15 minutes, assuming he doesn't die. But we do see a smoke out from PKO and Songs. Songs not quite at full HP, but if they get the right combo off, he should be able to get a duel. J4G scouting things out, making sure they're not going to jump in anything too crazy. And it looks like pretty much all of Ice Storm is backing off here, rotating to the top lane to push.
Middle tower is under attack.
There was a scan out. I believe that scan was from Ice Storm, so it looks like they knew that there were at least 2 heroes there. Or at least 1 hero, I mean. But it looks like Ice Storm is content to push this top lane, narrowly avoiding what could have been a pretty brutal gank.
Middle tower is under attack.
Considering that Tidehunter's Ravage is still on cooldown.
Structures are fortified.
Phoenix does have
Dire's
Supernova,
top
but
tower is under attack.
not going to do a ton against the Legion Commander if she's not stuck dueling.
Dire's structures are fortified.
We're going to see glyphs come out from both sides here. Looks like this is pretty much just going to be an even trade.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Unfortunately, Ice Storm is down
Dire's
1
top
tower,
tower is
assuming
under
they're able to
attack.
take this. We are going to see a rotation from Skywrath. No TPs, though.
Radiant's bottom tower
looks like they're
is
just
under
gonna
attack.
take the trade and then leave. Peace got a little close there if he had been spotted out. Songs is going to walk up the steps here. I don't know that they know all 4 of them are still hanging in the jungle, so Team Gorilla's got to be a bit careful here. Yeah, they have no vision there whatsoever. So, as far as Team Gorilla is concerned, Ice Storm is completely invisible off the map right now. Icestorm really 5-manning right now. I think that's the strength of their lineup, is getting those ultimates off, getting big team fights, and then pushing. Especially now that Alchemist has Radiance, their push just got that much easier. That's a 14-minute Radiance. Pretty good considering it's only like 1 death. But we're going to see more 5-manning aside from Hijack, who's kind of just roaming around. But he's a Slark, so he can catch up. And here comes the mid push
Dire's middle tower is under
from
attack.
Icestorm. We are going to see a rotation from Skywrath. They do have TPs.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, everyone on Icestorm has a TP except for Pooch. Sorry, everyone on Team Gorilla has a TP. My bad. Wrong team there. And we're going to see the Legion Commander buff herself up. They want the duel. They want to look for the Alchemist. Stun is out from the Beastmaster. Nice stun. We're going to see the Phoenix ult and the Tidehunter ult. Everyone's stunned up. Everyone taking damage. Nice Earthshaker ult, though. And it looks like Icestorm might come out ahead on this one. They're not able to pick up any more kills. Earth Spirit trying to go in on these two. And Vin just trying to TP out, but she's going to get caught out by Songs. Songs is immediately countered by the Skywrath ult. Or sorry, that Skywrath is on her team. Phoenix trying to get away from Songs now, but unfortunately not going to make it. And that did not go well. And Songs also going in on the Tidehunter. Able to purge off the Anchor Smash. And we're going to see 4 people dead for Icestorm, but Hijack is looking for blood. He knows that Songs is here. He wants to jump on her. And he's going to miss the pounce, unfortunately, but he's still going to manage to get the kill. Hijack just trying to get something out of that, some return. And Sladen's got to be a bit careful here. Slark is farming the camp right next to him. And Slark does have a Shadow Blade up now, which is good. Looks like Alchemist is going to be building into an armlet. Really, the farm is heavily diverting towards PG to some extent. I mean, you look, they're not the top money winners right now, but there's an Alchemist on Icestorm. But PG has really been able to farm both jungles at the same time here and give their supports a little bit of space to get levels 2. That's pretty apparent when you look at the hero levels for their supports there. Venge still sitting at level 6. Legion Commander sitting on a Blade Mail now, which she's definitely happy about. Hijack spotting out the Ember Spirit. He also sees a Skywrath Mage, though. Skywrath Mage could be in a bit of trouble. He's going to wait until the tower barely can't see him. Skywrath is going to throw out an ult. Slark immediately throwing out his ult to counter, and Skywrath is in a bit of trouble here. Phoenix going to jump in. We're going to finish off the Skywrath. Ember Spirit wants to follow up, and Phoenix is really low. Send that Pooch back to the pound. And since Zed's dead there as well, he's going to get maybe picked off. No Searing Chains out from the Ember Spirit quite yet, so they do just manage to get the Phoenix. Not a worthwhile trade, I don't think, for the Skywrath. Slark did have to burn his ult. Not that that's a super long cooldown, but now he's got to be careful wherever he goes. He can't really play as gutsy as he'd like to. And Sladen continuing to farm his enemy's jungle. Presumably going for a Battle Fury here. Just based on common Ember Spirit things. So let's take a look at net worth here. So obviously, Alchemist topping out the net worth charts. That's pretty given. Followed by Slark and then 3 Dire heroes. Icestorm looking to push in on this mid tower again. Slark has his ult back up. Chemical Rage has a little bit more duration left. Ember Spirit is going to get a Searing Chains on the Alchemist, so he's not going to reach in quite as fast. And we're going to see a Concussive Shot and an ult out from Skywrath. That did a lot of damage to the Alchemist. The mech comes out. Ravage comes out, though, to counter. Ember Spirit going to have to burst away. Sunray is out. They're trying to do damage to the Skywrath, but the duel is going to come out on the Phoenix. Phoenix is just going to melt to that Blade Mill. Dog gets put down again. We are going to see an Alchemist stun out, but unfortunately, he might not survive this. The Armlet was the only thing keeping him alive. Vengeful Spirit is silenced. No swap, no stun. She's going to barely get picked off there. And no heroes down for TG. 3 heroes down for Icestorm. Slark is the only one up that can really do any damage. Tidehunter burnt his Ravage as best as he could. Unfortunately, not doing enough. In a little bit. Looks like we're going to see Roshan coming out from TG now. Looking to capitalize on the damage that they did. Not sure who this will go to. We're actually seeing a Oblivion Staff turn into an Echo Saber on the Legion Commander. Definitely a good pickup for her, especially against the Phoenix Egg. And Roshan going the way of TG. It's going to go on the Legion Commander. Lots of units to take that Roshan out. Already a level 3 Necronomicon on the Beastmaster at less than 20 minutes. Granted, that is his only item, but that's a damn good item to have. I'd expect to see Blink Dagger coming up next from him. We're going to see Zed's dead and Pooch smoked up. Not really much they can do, though. Both teams are playing pretty homogenous here. They're sticking together. Aside from the Slark, again, Slark can kind of do whatever he wants because he's Slark. He is going to be picking up a Lincoln Sphere soon. Just needs the Void Stone. But Slark is stepping up a little high. He is Shadow Bladed. Would not be surprised to see a gem come out soon. He is going to walk right under a Sentry Ward, though. Immediately get dueled by the Legion Commander. Blade Mail is out. Slark is barely going to die before that duel ended. And not be able to get his ult off. There's the Legion Commander really coming into play here against this Slark and the Phoenix as well. Very good hero to counter both of those. Very good pickup for TG. And it really handicaps Slark's ability to do what he does as Slark, which is rotate around the map and be annoying. And while all this is happening, Sladen is continuing to farm. He's almost got a Battle Fury now, assuming there's not a piece on the Courier. And farming actually right next to the Alchemist there as well. He has an Invis-Rune now. He's going to get off the Searing Chains. No, he didn't quite. I don't think he knew the Alchemist was there. And Alchemist is going to have to retreat. Another T1 falling in favor of Team Gorilla. And we see Ironstorm continuing to play as 5. Their rotations are really slow when they do that. They're expecting Slark to go do things elsewhere and make space, but he really can't with that Legion Commander up. And it was unfortunate that he walked into the sentry there, really. But looks like we could see a fight here. Ember Spirit scouting things ahead with the Invis-Rune, nearly full duration still up on that. And it looks like this T2 is just going to fall without contest in favor of TG. Ironstorm not really in a position to fight right now. And Ironstorm smells blood. Or Ironstorm is definitely back on their heels there. TG smells blood in the water. They want to push. They have the Sentry Ward out for the Slark. Phoenix is trying to go in. Almost got Searing Chainsed up. And Legion Commander just going straight in with a duel on the Phoenix. Pretty much insta-kills him. And we do have a Ravage up. Ember Spirit, though, is going to throw out a Searing Chains. Played really deep. There's going to be an attempted stun out from Alchemist, but I don't know if they're going to get it. It's going to throw it a really long way because of the Legion Commander blink, so it doesn't really do much. And Chemical Rage is down for another 20 seconds or so. And it looks like Team Gorilla still just holding the front here. Maybe backing off for a little bit to let Ember Spirit finish up his Battle Fury. Necronomicon 30-second cooldown here. That might be what they're waiting for as well. Ember Spirit just looking to push out the other lanes. He has a Remnant somewhere, I'm guessing. Not sure where. Regardless, he can get places pretty fast with a boost of travel. We are going to see another hop in. Legion Commander going to go straight on the Slark. Legion Commander actually took a lot of damage there because of the Ravage, and she's going to lose her Aegis, but the stun is out from Beastmaster, as well as the ultimate from Earth Spirit. Hero's taking a lot of damage right now. Songs has a mega kill. They're going to finish off the Phoenix Egg. That dog is not going to get adopted anytime soon. And we are going to see a lot of damage come out of the Ember Spirit. They're going to manage to kill 4, but Songs is so strong right now. Slark coming back in. I think he bought back. And he's actually going to pounce on Songs and manage to pick her off. No buyback from the Slark, actually. He just regened up pretty fast. And we do see a team wipe in favor of Ironstorm.
Middle tower is under attack.
A lot of ults went off well there, especially the Earth Spirit ult. But too much damage came out from the Acid Spray, I think, and the Phoenix as well. Like, they managed to kill the egg, but I don't think it was enough. Like, I think it was too little too late. And now Slark has his full Lincoln Sphere. Ember Spirit did manage to quick buy his Battle Fury, so not too much loss for him. Fortunately, that is. And now we're going to see Ironstorm kind of trying to regroup here. Beastmaster is TPing in right next to an Invis Slark. He could be in trouble here. Slark's going to go on him. He's going to throw out a Pounce maybe. And it actually ends up being in the opposite direction due to some TP-ins. I don't think Ironstorm really have enough of an advantage to push this. Both teams are pretty evened out right now. And we are going to see PKO. Maybe scouting ahead here. He wants to drop some wards. He's going to run right smack into a Phoenix, though. And Pooch is just going to run away with his tail between his legs. Hijack, though, a little close here. Pretty much all of TG is rotating through the jungle, though. They have a little bit of vision, but they don't have much on Ice Storm. And it looks like they're regrouping to defend. It looks like they might, Ice Storm might sacrifice this T2 as well and try that high ground fight again. Because that seemed to work well for them last time. Alchemist just said screw the whole thing. He went top. He's farming up a Abyssal Blade. Same with the Slark. Slark is pushing in all the other lanes. We are going to see TB's back though, at least from the Alchemist. And the Slark as well. Sladen missing his Searing Chains, about a 10-second cooldown there. Ravage up in 2 seconds. Necro unit's already dead. And Ice Storm's ready to meet these guys head on, but they are smoked. Legion Commander are going to immediately blink in on the Alchemist. Lots of damage coming out. And the Phoenix is going to throw out his ult, but immediately get killed by the Legion Commander. Tidehunter throwing out his ult, maybe too little too late. He's going to get the Anchor Smash on 3. Slark is getting really low. Tidehunter is getting really low too, but Slark throws out his ulti. He's regenning a lot. And heroes are running away as fast as they can. Tidehunter might get caught out here by the Skywrath Mage, and he is. Searing Chains is out. Zed's dead, might actually be dead. They're going to manage to pick off the Skywrath in a bit of a return there. Earth Spirit did die as well during that fight, but they did force a buyback from the Alchemist, which definitely hurts his farm due to that penalty. Not as well as the first fight went for Ice Storm. That might have pushed the advantage back in favor of, yeah, TG to some extent. Definitely a hard team to high ground against for TG, just given the Acid Spray, the Ravage, pretty much just the nature of their team. Also, I should apologize in retrospective and in advance for all the puns I'm using against Pooch. Seeing how many I can layer on there. So if we look at hero level here, Slark and Alchemist are both top of the hero level pool right now. Definitely good for them. That's about their that's pretty much their saving grace right now, is their damage output and their ability to push. Alchemist, I believe he finished up a Basher. I don't even remember how to build that anymore. No, he did not. He bought an Ultimate Orb. What is he building? Oh, he's building a Manta style. So he'll hopefully have that soon. And we do have Sladen sitting on a Blink and a Battle Fury. He's a bit scary. He is very squishy though. I love the amount of times this game that just two completely different teams are farming right next to each other. I love it. So we see Legion Commander with a Desolator now. She actually does a lot of damage. She's getting a lot of good duels off. And really she's performing as the initiation for her team. Kind of dragging them, kicking and screaming into fights when she just blinks in towards the back. Roshan not up for a little while. I don't remember how to read the Aegis clock, unfortunately. I should, since I'm casting. Normally my co-caster does that, but I'm all alone. And we're going to see a 5-man smoke up for Ice Storm. I'm looking to go find something. I believe they know some heroes are centered around this area. Slark is going to go ahead and throw out a Shadow Blade in case the smoke gets popped. Looks like Hijack is going to run into the jungle, try and find something. May spot Peace if Peace decides to step a little closer. He finished up a Villa Discord, speaking of. Looks like Ice Storm's not going to be able to find anything with the smoke, but they do get a good rotation, and they know the Storms or the Ember Spirit is pushing. But he is such a slippery whatever to catch. They're not going to be able to find him anytime soon unless they surprise him. Looks like Legion Commander's building into a BKB now. And Ember Spirit continuing to push out. Working on a Chrysalis now. And another item pickup for the Tidehunter. We see him get a Blink Dagger. Definitely for some counter initiations. Roshan not quite up. Looks like TG is really trying to get in a position to take that. And smoke is not broken. They realize that that's not the real one. Ice Storm actually heading into the Roche pit here. They're just going to be a little tiny bit early.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Carrillo might get spotted out. His smoke gets broken, but I don't think he saw where. Now we do have a TP in from the Ember Spirit, though. They know that this team is here, and they do have vision of them. So it's all up to them whether they want to initiate or
Radiant's
not.
bottom tower is under attack.
And it looks like we're going to see another push in from TG. We are going to get a pretty nice searing chains out from the Ember Spirit. Did about half of Phoenix's health right off the bat there. We do have ultimates up though for Ice Storm, so it looks like TG is just going to retreat, take the Aegis, and then try and push again, presumably. Not the worst idea in the world given those ultimates. Ice Storm thinking about maybe contesting. They're not going to make it in time if they try to.
Roshan has fallen to the
We're going to see the Aegis on Ember Spirit now. Definitely the squishier hero between him and the Legion Commander.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And might not see a push quite yet. All the lanes are pushed in for TG. Probably going to try and move those out just a little bit before they do anything. Legion Commander actually almost has a BKB as well. Let's take a look at hero levels. So, again, we still see those two at the top between the Alchemist and the Slark, but we've got 4 following them, all on the Dire. The Ice Storm supports are definitely having a rough life this game. We don't even have level 2 ult on Vengeful Spirit yet, or Phoenix. Phoenix is still sitting at level 9. This game is turning into a real farm fest here. Not really much doing on either side. Lots of item pickups though. You see a Scotty out for the Slark, and the Alchemist already finished his. Yeah, he already finished his Manta, right? And he's just gonna keep pushing, sending his illusions down. Theoretically, could take this tower. Slark actually almost got in a little trouble with the Ember Spirit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And continued pushes out from the Alchemist and the Phoenix and the Tide Hunter. They're gonna need to get back soon.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Ember will take this base if he's given the option.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Looks like Pooch is the sole defender of the base right now. We are gonna see the Alchemist come back. And Pooch has got to be careful when he has anything below or above. Oh my god, he just died. We do see a Ravage come out. And Beastmaster is going to fall. Skywrath does fall as well. Phoenix already died to the duel. Lots of damage coming out on the Vengeful Spirit. She's going to run. They do manage to pick off both the Ember Spirit and the Legion Commander. Sladen going to try and jump away. He's actually going to get pounced by the Slark. Unfortunately, his ult does break the Slark leash. They are going to find him in the trees, though. And that's actually a 5-man wipe, I believe. So I think Ember Spirit died. Earth Spirit died, rather. But now we're going to see a massive push out here. Ember Spirit is the only one with buyback. I don't know if they're going to be able to get racks off this, but they're certainly going to make up some lost ground. And this is where Ice Storm's draft really kicks in here. They're kind of peeking around the Alchemist and the Slark. Definitely a scary combo. They're just going to go straight for racks. They do a lot of damage now. Ember Spirit is going to throw out his buyback. Beastmaster's up. The only one down is the Legion Commander right now. No big team fight ults out for the Dire right now, though. You'll see Earth Spirit rolling in. There's a Beastmaster stun out on someone. Where was that? Down here. He's going to pay for his sins. So Tide Hunter getting really low, but he's going to get stunned up by the Alchemist and then bursted down by the Slark. He's going to have to run away. Earth Spirit's going to get his ult off. Triple silence out on the Slark. They really don't want him to talk. And Earth Spirit's going to reapply it. Slark is actually in a lot of trouble here. He's going to manage to pounce away and purge everything off. But he does not have his Shadow Blade up quite yet. He's going to throw it out. No gem out on TG. And I guess that Skywrath nuke didn't really matter because of the whole Lincoln's thing. And now we're gonna see maybe a little bit more cautious play from Ice Storm, given how that last high ground fight went. But like I said, their lineup is starting to really hit its stride here. Alchemist doesn't have much more that he can buy. Maybe a Basher for sure. He can turn that Vanguard into an Abyssal Blade. And I suppose Boots of Travel too. He could sell his Armlet for a heart to beef up his illusions a little more. All things aside, they've got to start really trying to push and take this soon while they're at their peak. And it looks like TG might want to push in bot again. Ember Spirit kind of all over the place, but he has those BOTs up. Surprised we haven't seen those out from Slark yet. Both teams really just four-manning with their one roamer. And Alchemist continuing to push. I guess two roamers technically on Ice Storm, given the Alchemist and the Slark. 5 minutes left on the Roshan timer, so at about 40 minutes. You're gonna see the Ember Spirit walk up in lane here. Gonna spot out the Alchemist. It's hard to know which Alchemist is real at this point. He is gonna throw out the Acid Spray though, kind of alludes to him being real. And Earth Spirit's gonna immediately kick out on the Slark. He's gonna get dueled though, unfortunately. Beastmaster shouting him as well during the duel. Bit of a misplay there. Tidehunter comes in with the ultimate, but he just takes too much damage from the Legion Commander. Phoenix with the ult at the back of a fight. Nice ult from Phoenix, definitely pushing everyone away. It's gonna get destroyed, but it did a lot of damage in the meantime. Skywrath does get killed off that. Ember Spirit actually getting really low. And Alchemist just decides to TP out, straight up, as well as the Vengeful Spirit. Cut their losses, get out. So much mobility from TG. It's really hard to get them into one place for a fight. Because Alchemist can literally throw down a Remnant, TP home, and then come back at full health in, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. And Legion Commander lifesteals so hard, especially with that Echo Saber and the Desolator. It really makes it hard to have a decent team fight that lasts more than 15 seconds against TG. And now we do have Ravage down. That Beastmaster Roar didn't turn out to be that big of a deal, even though it only hit the one who was already dueled. Made Legion Commander take less damage, and it really didn't affect things too much. It's like both teams are kind of back to farming. I think TG really wants to extend things out. I mean, they do have an Earth Spirit who eventually, like once BKBs come out on Ice Storm, will be a little bit less useful. But they have the Beastmaster, they have the Ember Spirit who can scale really well, they have the Legion Commander who can also scale really well. And so if I'm them, I'm wanting to push this as late as I can. Ember Spirit finishing up his first Daedalus. Looks like we're going to see a smoke out from Ice Storm soon. Got it on the courier. Alchemist continuing to farm. I think Ice Storm should be pressing the issue more, but I don't know that they can. Song's actually really close to jumping in on this Tidehunter here. Ooh, Duel is going to go out on Tidehunter. Carillo is very dead. Skywrath helps Legion Commander finish him off. And that is a big ultimate down. That would have been off cooldown about 30 seconds earlier had they not killed him. That might be what TG needs to push in on this. Should they desire. And it looks like Zed's dead and Pooch are already going to be back to defend. They still have a T2 to go through,
Middle tower is
but
under
between
attack.
Necro units and boars and everything, that shouldn't be too big of an issue. And they know they won't glyph. They'd rather glyph at Rax. Ember Spirit hitting very hard
Middle
now.
tower has fallen. Dire's
And
top
here comes a
tower
Rax
is under
push
attack.
from TG. Phoenix is going to go
Dire's
in.
top tower has
Actually
fallen.
gets Searing Chains there. He's really low. Legion Commander going to throw out a buff. No duels
Radiant structures
quite
are
yet.
fortified.
Alchemist is going to go on the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit dying incredibly fast with that Abyssal Blade. Just massive damage out to him. Skywrath is going to try and TP out, but he's going to get killed before he even has a chance. And now TG is running home with its tail between its legs. I don't think they expected that much damage to come out in that short of a time. Ember Spirit literally just got deleted from the game, that fight. And Ravage wasn't used either, neither was Supernova. That was about as good of a fight that Ice Storm could have pulled off there, locking down that Ember Spirit early and not really having to deal with any Earth Spirit shenanigans. And Earth Spirit is actually the gem carrier on TG right now, so he's going to be playing a little bit more passive. But this could definitely be a Rax here. Beastmaster almost getting caught out there by the Slark. There is an Aviz Earth Spirit here. He's going to throw out a stun. He's going to manage to hit two. And a decent amount of damage goes out to them. They're both silenced, but they still do so much damage, it doesn't even matter. There goes the melee Rax. There goes a ranged Rax. Oh, maybe not a ranged Rax. I lied. Ravage goes out. Legion Commander getting bursted down incredibly fast. Freestanding in the Skywrath ult. Minimizes the damage quite a bit. There goes that Rax finally. Supernova is out. Skywrath is going to actually get swapped back into the Supernova damage. He's going to try and Yules. A lot of damage coming out, but he doesn't quite die. Legion Commander running in now. She has duel up. Not quite ready to use it. I'm not sure why she didn't. And Phoenix is actually going to try and hop over the cliff here and TP out, but she is going to finally use it there. End up with a mega kill. Shout is finally going to go out on the Alchemist. I believe that was used once at the beginning, and Alchemist is so tanky, but he is going to barely maybe get melted down. I don't know. I can't tell. He's just running around trying to regen, but the crit finally finishes him off.
I'll take that.
2 buybacks forced. I think that still went in the favor
of
Ice Storm.
tower is under attack.
Gonna see a pretty big net worth change, I think, because of those buybacks. And yeah, now the net worth is pretty heavily in favor of Ice Storm, and they got a Rax as well. All in all, I think that's what they wanted to do. But it looks like Song's just gonna get the third Roshan here. With help from Earth Spirit, maybe. She doesn't really need help, though. And yeah, all the Roshans have gone the way of TG here. They really need that on the Ember Spirit. It looks like he yeah, I think he's gonna pick it up. Actually, it's gonna go on Legion Commander. Cheese is gonna go on Ember Spirit. Okay. And a Blade Mill is actually gonna get dropped off. I guess that was kind of the best item that she could have dropped. So now Ice Storm knows that they can fight. They know as long as they don't get greedy, as long as they don't have any buyback issues from TG, they can push in as much as they want. Alchemist outputting tons of damage right now with the Mjolnir, Abyssal Blade, Manta, Radiance, Assault Cuirass. He can almost buy a Moon Shard as well and just do even more damage. Looks like Beastmaster's almost got a Refresher Orb. That'll be nice for him.
Double damage empowers me.
And here we see a bit of a push in from TG. Alchemist is almost up though. They gotta be a bit careful, but they did just get that Aegis and the cheese. Ember Spirit outputs so much damage, but he's such a glass cannon right now. He does have a DD as well for half duration. It looks like we're gonna see a bit of an initiation here. Ember Spirit just right-clicking once with that Sight of Fist, getting a kill on the Phoenix. He is so low level right now, comparison. He's half the level of Ember Spirit. So no Supernova out here. Ember Spirit's just going to go and try and finish this off. Slark unfortunately was not able to get the pounce out before Ember Spirit jumped. And we are going to see an immediate blink in on the Phoenix. Phoenix is going to try and be saved by the Tidehunter. The Ravage is going to go out, but it's not going to do enough. Phoenix is going to die again after that buyback. And Legion Commander's Aegis actually did get popped there. Skywrath immediately melts to the Alchemist. And now we're going to see an all-out man fight between the Legion Commander and the Alchemist. And Legion Commander is not going to win that. Ember Spirit managing to stay full health through this full fight, but Alchemist does so much damage. He's going to leave Slark to clean everything up, and he's just going to go push top now. He knows Ember Spirit can't kill him. He knows Earth Spirit can't kill him, and combined they can barely do any damage to him. He's just going to go push this Rax. He smells blood. He wants this game to end. He's like, we're peaking right now. We need to end this. And he's going to be met head-on by the Ember Spirit, but I don't think Ember Spirit does nearly enough to him, even without the Chemical Rage, which is on a 5-second cooldown here. And tower is down, no contest. in the Ember Spirit. Unfortunately, he is going to get Searing Chains in the exact position he was standing before. And another Rax is going to fall in favor of Ice Storm. Looks like they want more. They're going to keep going. Yeah, they want the bot Rax. They should be able to take this too between the two of them. And they're both sitting on buyback as well, so there's no greed is too much here. Alchemist is actually going to get bursted down pretty hard by the Skywrath. He is going to fall. But as I mentioned, he does have buyback. Slark trying to do more damage here.
Recipes to try out.
And Lotus Orb did go out on the Slark, or on the Earth Spirit, but it didn't really matter too much. Slark is going to run away here. He should be fine. Gem is still up on your Earth Spirit. And we should see Alchemist coming in here shortly. And he's immediately taking down the Earth Spirit. B3 tower is down. Stun goes out a little late. Slark already managed to finish off that Skywrath. That's like kicking a dead pigeon. It's already dead.
Dire structures are fortified.
And we're about to have Mega Creeps on the side of Ice Storm. Not really much the TG could do about that.
The Radiant now have mega creeps.
This train has no brakes as far as I'm concerned with Ice Storm. They know they're peaking right now. I don't think they can be stopped here. Even though Slark is low, Legion Commander wants to do something. One T4 tower is already down. Supernova is going to go out. It actually does a decent amount of damage, and they might not be able to kill it here. Legion Commander desperately trying to kill it, but she took so much damage from Slark in the process, not triggering her Blade Mail till it was too late. 4 down on TG, and we're going to see a GG called by PKO.
Double kill.
Team Gorillas is going to lose Game 1,
Dire's Ancient is under
and
attack.
Ice Storm is going to take the Ancient.
Radiant victory.
Well played by both teams. Definitely knew their strengths and weaknesses. Alchemist is actually going to get stunned after the game stops here. Good game. Well played. We will see you guys soon for Game 2 of Qualifier Round 3 between Ice Storm and Gorilla Gaming, or Team Gorilla, however you prefer to say it.
Now you're gone. I realized my love for you was strong, and I miss you here. Now you're gone. I keep waiting here by the phone, with the pictures hanging on the wall. Now you're gone. I realized my love for you was strong, and I miss you here. Now you're gone. I keep waiting here by the phone, with the pictures hanging on the wall.
Are you ready?
Dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes squeak. Cow goes moo, frog goes croak, and the elephant goes toot. Ducks say quack, and fish go blub, and the seal goes ow, ow, ow. But there's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say? What the fox say? What the fox say? Happy, happy, happy ho. Happy, happy, happy ho. Happy, happy, happy ho. What the fox say? What the fox say? Big blue eyes, pointy nose, chasing mice and digging holes. Tiny paws up the hill. Suddenly you're standing still. Your fur is red, so beautiful, like an angel in disguise. But if you meet a friendly horse, will you communicate by more? How will you speak to that horse? What does the fox say? What the fox say? What the fox say? What the fox say? What does the fox say? The secret of the fox, ancient mystery.
Radiant team ban.
All right, everyone, welcome back to round 2, or game 2 rather, of round 3
Dire
of the
team
COD
ban.
League drafts, or qualifiers. Sorry, was not prepared to start right then. Looks like we're going to see an immediate respect ban out from Team Gorilla on the Alchemist. Ironstorm, of course, taking game 1
10
in no
seconds
small
remaining.
part due to the Alchemist's massive amount of damage he put out.
Radiant team ban.
Seeing a Doom ban first out on Ironstorm, pretty standard. At Alchemist was purely because they just didn't want to deal with it again. They suppressed that Alchemist as much as they could too.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Apologies if I'm
Reserve
not
time.
talking as much. I'm starting to lose my voice, and I've still got one more series to cast tonight, so lots of debate going on for the second ban for Team Gorilla here. Curious if we'll see another Legion Commander or Ember Spirit now that the Alchemist is gone, or a ban on Slark potentially. Slark actually did quite a bit that last game. Like, he was right-clicking down the Legion Commander so fast at the end, too. Evidently a hot topic is the second ban in the country of Team Gorilla. And there's a Slark
Dire
respect
team
ban.
ban.
So no more Slark, no more Alchemist for Ironstormtv. I think they probably expected that after how well the last game went with those two heroes. So they're probably not too concerned with that. They probably picked a different lineup, I would assume.
10. 5 seconds remaining.
And we're going to see an Earth Spirit ban out. They don't want to deal with that again. Earth Spirit did
Radiant
really well
team pick.
in the early game. His ult is really strong. And since they don't have the Alchemist now, they won't be able to survive that necessarily.
Ten seconds remaining.
So now we're going to see first pick for Team Gorilla.
5 seconds remaining.
This is going to actually be a longer draft time. Neither team is penalized here. And Beastmaster first pick for Team Gorilla once again.
Dire team pick.
I don't believe he was their first pick last game, but regardless, he's a hotly contested hero, and they definitely want to get on that again. Definitely very useful last game, even though they lost. Their whole draft wasn't a
10
lost cause or
seconds
anything.
remaining.
It just needed some tweaking and some play.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I think both teams are like stretching and relaxing a little bit with these longer draft timers now. They had to draft so fast last game. Like, I think they only had like 30 seconds of reserve time on Team Gorilla. That might have been their whole strat, was the Alchemist Slark, but with it gone, they're having to rethink new things. I don't usually draft, so I'm not exactly on the up and up and all that, but you know. And we're gonna see another Phoenix pick up for them.
Dire team pick.
Was a useful hero and a Tidehunter pickup as well. Two big team fight heroes.
Radiant team pick.
And really, Team Gorilla was kind of in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. They could have either banned the Tidehunter Phoenix or they could have banned the Alchemist Slark. And they chose the Alchemist Slark. They felt like it did more damage to the
10
lineup.
seconds remaining.
I'm sure that was a bit of an internal debate between their team, given how long
5 seconds
they
remaining.
took to make that second ban.
Reserve time.
And we're going to see reserve time used again here for Team Gorilla. We're actually going to see a puck come out from
Dire
Team
team
Gorilla. A
ban.
little bit more crowd control than their last draft had, definitely. Especially now that the Ember Spirit is gone and the Earth Spirit. Or I guess the Ember Spirit is still in the pool. It's only Earth Spirit that's gone. He was their big CC force, and now he's gone.
10 seconds remaining.
Puck is definitely a good pickup.
5 seconds.
We're going to
Reserve
see more
time.
bands coming out. I'm interested to see what Ironstorm is going to draft as their cores. I would love to see a Naga Siren personally instead of the Alchemist, but that's just me. That's really not grounded in reality, more just grounded in the fact that I like the hero a lot. And I spent a decent portion of my life looking at that hero from the top down. And we're going to see a Rubik ban.
Radiant team
Um,
ban.
That actually makes sense to me. That would be a big team fight turner. Not a super popular support right now, but if I'm Ironstorm, I definitely don't want to really deal with that.
10 seconds
Because,
remaining.
just with their draft as is right now, he can steal the Tidehunter ult, he can
5
steal,
seconds remaining.
Fire Spirits, or he could even steal Phoenix ult if he's lucky. And that would be
Reserve
annoying to go against, for sure. And the lift as well. I mean, that's another form of lockdown.
Dire team ban.
And so far, Gorilla is not lacking in lockdown with their draft. Granted, it's only 2 heroes, but still. Lifestealer ban coming out from
Radiant team
Ironstorm.
ban.
I played him the other day. He's a pretty strong hero right now. He's your traditional, strength carry. And he can also be built somewhat like Alchemist, sort of a poor man's Alchemist with a Radiance and that sort of a really strong,
10
really
seconds
beefy
remaining.
push hero that can also teamfight really well if need be.
5 seconds remaining.
Plus the
Reserve
built-in
time.
BKB kind of makes him a problem for heroes like Phoenix and Tidehunter, because they just won't be able to affect him. It looks like there was actually a player switch on Team Gorilla. I just caught that. I'll have to double check on that. Looks like the 4th ban is taking a little while for Team Gorilla here. Both teams have eaten through a lot of their reserve time already. Lots of debating going on, presumably. And Gyrocopter's going to get banned out. That's another big team fight
Dire
ultimate,
team
as well
pick.
as just a good, solid carry right now. Not sure how beneficial Zags actually is, but he's just a strong hero in every sense of the word. Especially if we see another,
10 seconds
early
remaining.
late game type carry coming out from Ironstormtv.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
And we're going to see a Queen of Pain out for Ironstorm, and an immediate Vengeful Spirit pickup as well.
Dire team pick.
Queen of Pain, a very good hero, especially in the right hands. She's really mobile, in and out of the situation, in and out of fights, does a lot of damage, gets back, heals up, and then runs back in. And we're going to see a Lion pickup as well. He's another strong support. Lots of lockdown from Lion, which is something their draft was lacking, aside from the Tidehunter ultimate. 2 stuns in 1 sort of deal, and he can replenish his own mana, so he doesn't necessarily need to buy Arcane Boots.
10
Definitely a good
seconds
support
remaining.
pickup there. And I really like how he
5
jives with
seconds
Queen of
remaining.
Pain as well. Massive amounts of burst damage between the 2 of them, and Lion is arguably
Reserve
more a single
time.
target. But just that, knowing that if you see a Lion and a Queen of Pain, they will instantly kill you between Finger and ult on Queen of Pain, Scream. What is it called? Sonic Wave. And we're going to see a
Dire
Disruptor
team
picked up
ban.
as their secondary support on Team Gorilla. Definitely a good CC hero to go along with Puck. That might be a little overkill, but I doubt that's overkill. given that they have a Queen of Pain and a Phoenix on
10
Ironstorm.
seconds remaining.
You really gotta lock those two down, and if you get a proper static storm off,
5
like
seconds remaining.
they're done. They're not very beefy heroes. Especially the Phoenix we saw last
Reserve
game, just
time.
absolutely getting destroyed by the amount of damage coming out from Legion Commander. Onto our final bans here. Looks like Team Gorilla is still lacking a core, or a carry rather. And same with Ironstormtv.
Radiant
Ironstorm's
team
going to go ahead and
ban.
ban out the anti-mage. That would be a pretty big counter to all their heroes, really. Especially the Queen of Pain. He'd be able to blink and catch up and all that business. And presumably we're
10
going to see another
seconds remaining.
carry ban out from Team Gorilla.
5 seconds remaining.
Medusa banned out. That's a pretty safe ban.
Radiant
She's a strong
team pick.
She's a strong carry hero. And Wraith King out for Team Gorilla as their one position hero. That's actually
Dire
pretty
team
cool.
pick.
I like Wraith King a lot. He really fits well in this whole strength meta. I like him a lot more now than when he was a like 4 position support.
5 seconds remaining.
Last pick here for Ironstormtv. What are they going to do?
Reserve time.
I got a little time to think about this. They might regret panning out the anti-mage to some extent because of the Wraith King. Maybe a Juggernaut? I don't think that would be that bad against this lineup. Phantom Lancer coming out. Ooh. I haven't seen a Phantom Lancer safe lane in a little while. People tend to run a mid now. And that's going to be fun. Once he gets the Diffusal Blade, Wraith King is going to have a lot of problems. Really, he's the one who's going to suffer most from that. But it's a matter of Phantom Lancer getting to that point where he's actually able to run up and contest a Wraith King. So an exciting draft coming out from both teams. I like the way these teams play Dota. It's fun to watch. But here we go, game number 2. Ironstormtv is up 1-0 over Team Gorilla currently. And yeah, let's get going.
10
Both
seconds
team,
remaining.
Team Gorilla taking their time, selecting their heroes, trying to plan out things.
5 seconds remaining.
Definitely have a lot of lockdown and CC on Team Gorilla. Not a ton on Ironstorm, aside from the Tidehunter ult and the Lion, but overall, very crowd control heavy team on TG. So we're going to see Pooch revising his role on the Phoenix. Presumably, I'm going to make more jokes about how his name is Pooch. I would guess. So Phantom Lancer is going to be safe lane, given who picked him. I believe Hijack was the Slark player last game who went safe lane. And Kane Dodo being their mid. I suppose Carol as well, playing his same hero, Carillo. Carol, Cheryl, whatever. Hopefully these pauses in soon. We should be good to go pretty quickly here. Looks like there were some disconnects, and Carillo is ready to go. Let's watch some Dota. Well, I thought we were going, maybe not. Okay, there's the G. And now we move into game 2 between an Ironstorm and Team Gorilla. Good stuff. Immediate Phoenix TP out, he's going to get a ward down. Exact same as last game. Immediate pings out. Immediate pings out on the Phoenix. Oh, I think he misplaced that word. Maybe? I don't know. M-E... What the fuck? Okay, sorry. Little bit of internal debate going on between their team there. Pooch is about to get put up for adoption again, it looks like. Krillo could be in a bit of trouble here. He's actually going to get spotted by the Wraith King, and he's just taunting him away. And Wraith King is kind of baiting his items out there. A little bit of BM going on between both teams there. I guess that both teams have bad manners, neither team really does. More pings. Queen of Pain is just a ping machine. And Beastmaster already hanging out up top. Where did he ward? He didn't actually ward there.
Worthy tribute.
Bounty runes are going to go to both the mid players, Sladen and Kane. Looks like the Lion and the Phoenix combo is actually pretty okay for roaming around. Both ranged, both do a decent amount of damage, especially with the lockdown Lion has, as long as the hero in his lane can do the rest. Might see an early rotation on this Beastmaster, in fact. Phoenix already starting to harass, trying to take out this boar. And Phantom Lights are harassing as well. And we're going to see another pause here. Maybe another disconnect. Maybe? I don't know. Or attack pause. Ah, lag. Krillo having to back off pretty immediately here. He's going to have a lot of trouble dealing with like a Venge and a Disruptor. And a Wraith King. Like that, they have so much lockdown and CC on Team Gorilla right now, early game. Like that's pretty scary, you know. Beastmaster again also having to play back. Decent amount of lockdown in this lane between the Lion and the Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer is more of a slow though. And Lion actually already throwing out a stun, just doing some damage, making sure he knows he's there. Queen of Pain actually got a little low against this Puck. But luckily had a salve. Puck is a bit closer to the bottle than Queen of Pain as well. I believe Queen of Pain might have started out with more, I'm not sure. And Puck and Queen of Pain are actually going to kind of fight each other in the face. And Lion TP'd in pretty fast there. Don't think he's going to be able to reach the stun, not even close, but it was still a smart TP. Queen of Pain could have gotten gone on there and might have died. Just protecting his mid, the usual. Tideturner has actually picked up no XP so far, so he's probably going to go jungle for a bit, try and get that level 2 at the very least, try and get Kraken Shell and Anchor Smash. And Disruptor actually is going to go ward the Ancients, I believe, yeah.
Illusion.
See, I don't know if that was necessarily worth it, because that ward lasts 4 minutes, and I don't think Tidehunter will be able to take Ancients in less than 4 minutes.
A gift from the
So I don't know if that's totally worth it. Beastmaster trying to siphon some XP here. He's kind of found a little like niche area to stand in right here. And he's also just taking these creeps away. But Phoenix is going to pull him himself. They are still going to run back to camp though. They're going to nuke down his own wave. But Phoenix is going to try and grab him back to lane. They don't really care to follow too much. First blood actually drawn
First blood.
Kane with help from by the Disruptor rather. My map awareness when casting is nil. Kind of the way the first game went, actually, mid-hero down sort of thing. Queen of Pain actually taking a lot of damage again to this Puck. They both do so much magic damage and they're both so squishy. Puck is actually bleeding a bit from that Shadow Strike. And Queen of Pain actually going back in now. Puck manages to get the silence off. Queen of Pain throws out a Fairy Fire. Puck just goes away. Not really much either one can do to each other. Either they both die, or they get help from a support and kill the other. It's kind of not really an in-between there. Beastmaster getting harassed out a bit. He's actually keeping level though with Phantom Lancer. Phoenix though is taking this nice little stack here. He actually gets pretty low there. Beastmaster could be in trouble. Phoenix is going to see the dive out. Lion's going to stun and hex. And Phantom Lancer's going to follow this in on him. I don't think he can actually kill him, though. They're going to have to back off. Beastmaster does have axes, so Phantom Lancer could have died there if he hadn't backed. Ninja is actually maybe going to get a haste rune here. Tidehunter playing in really deep here. Maybe a little too deep. He's going to get stunned up. He's going to get static stormed. Or thunderstruck, rather. Straight to death.
Where you're going.
But up top, Beastmaster in a lot of trouble. He's pretty much instantly going to get killed by Queen of Pain there. Just pretty much straight blink in, kill, right click. Not really much he could do about that. And Queen of Pain is going to nuke his wave down as well. And then TP back to home. So Tidehunter still sitting on level 2, Beastmaster sitting on level 4. Again, this is pretty much mirroring the way the last game went. TG punishing the offlane better than Ice Storm for the most part. Wraith King actually farming pretty decently. Disruptor right now is 2-0. He's about as happy as you can be as a support right now. In fact, if we look at net worth, he's actually 5th in net worth right now. He's above the Beastmaster, Tidehunter, Phoenix, Avenge, and Lion. He has a higher net worth in his own offlane. Puck is sitting on a haste rune right now. They're going to have a hard time killing him, but Lion and Phoenix are both going to rotate in to help Kayn. Disruptor already finishing up Arcane Boots. Those early kills really helped him a lot. Got him probably like 500 gold, I would assume. So Puck does not have vision currently of the 2 supports waiting for him, so he's got to be a bit careful. He does have that haste rune though, so that's kind of his saving grace here. And Phantom Lancer up top, he's just free farming away. Beastmaster, I don't know where he went. Phoenix is actually in a bit of trouble here. He's going to get stunned up, he's going to get thunderstruck. Taking a lot of damage, but he's going to... Oh, he tried so hard to deny himself with the Icarus dive, but it didn't quite work out. Now Puck is going on the Tidehunter. He actually gets his ult off. And that's a nice combo between the Disruptor and the Puck. That didn't occur to me. Glimpse plus Puck ult equals instant stun. 4-1 now in favor of TG. Puck is still hasted, so Queen of Pain has to be a little bit careful. But Lion is going to come in now. He's going to immediately hex the Puck. Stun is going to go out, and Puck is going to avoid it. A little too late on the stun. Disruptor coming in with a follow-up. Thunderstrike out on the Lion. Queen of Pain wants the Disruptor kill. That's a lot of gold, but she's not going to be able to get it. Disruptor's already level 4, and she's level 6 just now. Does leave Tidehunter a bit of room to try and catch up. And again, Phantom Lancer free farming up top. He's going to be scary soon. He's already level 6 as well. If we look at hero level, I mean, for the most part, it's actually everyone's almost at level 6. But he's getting a lot of gold. Almost at the top on last hits. Probably trying to get a Diffusal Blade pretty fast. Maybe a Radiance. I don't know how he likes to build them. Not a huge fan of Radiance Phantom Lancer, but hey.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
In mid here. Lion is still hanging out mid. So is Disruptor though.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Phantom Lancer immediately going in on this tower. What did he just buy? So Phantom Lancer's already buying Boots of Travel. That was a pretty fast pickup. Looks like he just wants to push and push and push and get gold. And we're gonna see a bit of a scuffle here. Got a smoked up Dire team or Radiant team coming in. TG actually might find the Lion. They're going to. They're gonna secure it with the Beastmaster shout. And Queen of Pain's just gonna have to leave. Looks like Phantom Lancer and Phoenix should get a top T1 though. Puck is gonna try and come in and contest. But it might be too late. At the very least, that tower is gonna end up getting denied. It's below deny range. Phantom Lancer wouldn't be crazy to try and go in and finish this off.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, maybe he would be a little bit crazy. There's the glyph out. He's going to try and TP out. He's actually going to die here. A little too deep. And the glimpse is actually out on the Phoenix as well. He doesn't have Icarus dive. He's going to die as well. Not a great play from the two of them. Just a little bit too gutsy trying to take that tower. You might have thought that Glyph was down, but it definitely wasn't. But Phantom Lancer does have his BOTs bought at least.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So T1 down in favor of Ice Storm. Ice Storm might lose their mid tower. Tidehunter is actually getting close to ult, which is really useful for Ironstorm or T-Storm right now. Ice Storm. Phoenix is actually going to get gone by the Wraith King under tower. They've got so many heroes, might be able to finish him off. He's going to try and hide in the trees. He's going to pop a Fairy Fire, but he's trapped. Going to try and do as much damage as he can to the Disruptor before dying. Unfortunately, tower is more concerned with creeps.
Middle tower is under attack.
No return there.
Dire's structures are fortified.
TG might actually get 2 towers out of this.
Dire's middle tower.
You have a glyph,
fallen.
but I don't know if it'll be enough.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Looks like Ironstorm might just want to push the spot tower and be content to trade here. They do see the Phantom Lancer, though. Beastmaster does have Roar.
Dire's top tower
Hijack
is
could be in a
under
bit of
attack.
trouble. Puck is going to come in. He doesn't have Orb right now, though. He is going to throw out his ult, though. And Phantom Lancer able to disjoint it. He does get stunned up, but he's far enough away that it's okay. Silence going out on Zed's dead. Line not really doing much right now when he's silenced. And Puck is actually going to get hexed up here. Will it be long enough? Ravage is going to go out from the Tidehunter. Line is super low. He's going to die to the Beastmaster poison. The Queen of Pain going to come from behind. Puck was just a little off to survive that Queen of Pain ult, but now the rest of the team comes in. Static Storm is out on the Queen of Pain. She's going to fall unless Phoenix can save her, and she's going to get glimpsed back in, unfortunately. And Phoenix had no ult up to force them back. So a 2 for 2. Probably more in favor of Ironstorm, considering one of the heroes lost on TG was their offlane.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Unfortunate that Queen of Pain did not survive there, but
Dire's bottom tower is
Disruptor
under
too
attack.
strong. And Wraith King already has an
Dire's
armlet,
bottom
actually.
tower is under attack.
It's about a 10-minute armlet, I'm guessing, maybe a little bit sooner. And Phantom Lancer probably working on a Diffusal Blade.
Dire's bottom tower
I had
is
to
under
guess.
attack.
Looks like TG just wants to completely take the shoes out from under them. They're going to keep pushing this tower, or these towers rather.
Dire's
Really
bottom
just
tower
because
is
they
under
can.
attack.
Wraith King's already almost sitting at 2,000 health here with his
Dire's
armlet
structures are
toggled.
fortified.
We do have 3 heroes waiting from behind here. They don't have Ravage, but they do have Supernova now. And Phantom Lancer continues to push up top, continues to farm.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ice Storm desperately trying to make space for the Phantom
Dire's
Lancer, but
bottom
towers are
tower
just
is
falling
fallen.
left and right. Phantom Lancer might not have enough time to get where he wants to before he has to fight. Maybe that's where he needs to, though. I don't know if he'll be able to fight, you know.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And TG content to go for a T2 here, even. Phoenix, unfortunately, not going to land any Fire Spirits, so more right clicks going out on that tower. Phantom Lancer trying to push up top, make him back up. He is sitting on about 1,000 gold, so if he's going to get a Diffusal Blade, he'll probably buy the item soon. If I had to
Dire's
guess.
bottom tower is under
And now he's going to start work on the T2.
Radiant's top tower is under
Looks like the
attack.
T2 is going to fall in favor of King Gorilla before it falls in favor of Ironstorm. And they do have TPs, so there's going to probably be a pretty quick
Dire's
response
bottom
for the Phantom
tower has
Lancer.
fallen.
He only gets the tower about to half health. But also keep in mind that Team Gorilla still has 2 T1s up. And a Blink Dagger already out on the Wraith King. He is really stacked right now. What's his net worth? His net worth is... There we go. His net worth is about a 1,400 ahead of the Phantom Lancer. He's just itemizing more for the early game fights. Phantom Lancer is trying to stretch this. Phantom Lancer is actually sitting on 1,300 gold right now. Not sure what his next move is. Like, I keep assuming it's Diffusal Blade for the Wraith King, but I could be totally wrong. And now we're going to see TG pressure this mid T2, it looks like. While Queen of Pain pressures the top T2. Looks like she kind of rotated out with Phantom Lancer.
Radiant's bottom
She
tower
does
is
have a
under
TP up if
attack.
she needs to get back and try to defend this. I don't think Ironstorm really wants to
Dire's
take a
middle
fight right
tower
now.
is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under
Wraith
attack.
King gonna go in on Zed's dead. The line is stunned up. Immediately bursted down by the puck. Phoenix actually took a lot of damage too. Wraith King is getting a bit low, but the Armlet's gonna catch him up. Tidehunter ravaged. A lot of damage coming out actually. They managed to break the Wraith King's ultimate. Venge is really low. Nice Queen of Pain ulti. They're gonna manage to finish off the Tidehunter, unfortunately. Phoenix gonna try and do some damage. Tries to get out. Doesn't quite work.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Phantom Lancer coming in now. He's sitting on so much gold, he can't really afford to die. He's gonna lose. Ooh, he lost a lot of gold there.
Kill. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That was really favorable for TG. That was just too strung out. They did manage to break the Wraith King ult, but
Dire's middle
Ironstorm
tower
really
is under
lost too much
attack.
from that fight. Random question mark? Is that flame or is that like...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh. I guess they were trying to chat. Looks like we're going to see Queen of Pain going for a Yules pretty quickly here. Not the worst idea in the world, all things considered. Phantom Lancer, 1700 gold. He might be going for a Radiance given that he hasn't bought anything, and he didn't quick buy anything either when he died there. Interested to see what he does. Looks like we might see a smoke up from Phoenix, but they know there's a ward up there. Not sure why they haven't gotten rid of it yet, to be perfectly honest, but hey. So Wraith King's ult is down for another 150 seconds. Queen of Pain sees a very delicious looking Vengeful Spirit up here. Might jump in. Ultimate is on cooldown, but she does have a DD. I don't think she needs her ult. Unfortunately, though, the Vengeful Spirit is going to TP out. I don't think Queen of Pain saw her hide in the bushes, but now it looks like we've got a bit of a sword waving contest here mid. Wraith King is actually a little low to fight right now. He regens pretty fast, but he doesn't have his ultimate up, so if he dies, he does die. So no kinetic field out from Disruptor yet. Maxing that Thunderstrike glimpse. 1 point in his ult. Seems to be working. And now we're going to see TG pressure this mid T2. That's going to just melt too fast for Ironstorm to be able to respond.
Dire's middle tower
Playing back on
has
their
fallen.
heels again this game, like last game. And it looks like Phantom Lancer is actually opting for a Manta style here. Immediate Roche coming out from Team Gorilla. With the Wraith King, it doesn't really matter how early they decide to take it. Level 1 Roche hero. And it looks like Ironstorm saw that. Roche will die too soon, but TG might be able to, or Ironstorm might be able to catch some low health heroes.
Roshan has
Maybe.
added to the Radiant.
And they're gonna see him. Smoke is gonna get popped. Immediate Hex on the Vengeful Spirit. Aegis is immediately popped.
Kill.
3 down already on TG. Stun is up online. He's gonna die. And Phoenix actually got the full ult off that time. Lots of damage coming out on the 3 though. Phoenix trying to do more damage as much as he can to help. Queen of Pain almost finishing off the Puck. Puck had to phase shift and is barely gonna get away. Wraith King did fall though to the Queen of Pain. Puck is gonna try and maybe come back in. And Queen of Pain saw that and thought he might blink up on the trees there on the cliff, but didn't happen. That Aegis got popped so fast. Who actually picked up the Aegis? I didn't even catch that. That got popped so quickly. It was like immediately once that fight
Radiant's
started.
middle tower is under attack.
That's kind of what Ironstorm needed there, though. That was a good fight for them. Even though they lost the Aegis, or they lost Roshan, it definitely caught them up a bit. We can see now that Phantom Lancer is actually topping out the hero level chart here. Getting close to that ultimate orb as well. If we look at net worth, he's 3rd in net worth, but he's going to be catching up fast. His ability to farm is really nice, especially with those boots of travel. He can push pretty hard. We do see a smoked up Team Gorilla moving in here. Everyone but Wraith King. And Phantom Lancer's immediately going to get spotted out, swapped. He's going to try and run away from the storm. He's going to get shouted down to death, though. And 2 TPs out from the Tidehunter and the Lion. Unfortunately, Tidehunter was chosen as the sacrifice. He's going to get glimpsed back. 2 pretty easy pickoffs for the Smoke TG. But this is really reminiscent of Game 1, with Ice Storm playing back on their heels from the get-go, managing to hold their racks and then turning it around.
Structures are fortified.
Not sure if we're going to see that this game. Phantom Lancer isn't as much of a farmer as Alchemist is. I mean, Alchemist is really kind of unparalleled in that regard.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
PG, though, does have more of a definite time limit here, I believe, with the Phantom
Dire's
Lancer.
structures are fortified.
So they definitely want to push this hard. They want to end as fast as they can. Phoenix trying to slow things up with his Fire Spirits. Looks like this T3 could go down, though, before Ice Storm has a chance to react. Phantom Lancer is up, though. Tidehunter Ravage in 10 seconds. They don't have a glyph. And it looks like TG was content to just take that tower. Now they're just kind of hanging up on the cliff here. Wraith King almost has a BKB. And it looks like Ice Storm's about to walk smack into the middle of a Puck ultimate. Oh god! 3-man Dream Coil. Ravage goes out, but doesn't do enough to save him. Nice Phoenix ulti away from the fight. Gets his damage off, manages to respawn, it looks like. Puck is actually going to get completely bursted down by the Queen of Pain. Phoenix is going to try and help. Nice Disruptor ultimate. But Disruptor is going to get gone on by the Phantom Lancer. 4 down, though, for Ice Storm. Not a favorable fight at all. That was a fantastic Dream Coil by the Puck. Just absolutely caught them by surprise. Caught 3. Even with the Tidehunter Ravage, it wasn't enough. Like, Puck died, but at the cost of Queen of Pain's ult and Ravage, really.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
And now we're going to see a definite push-in on barracks here from Team Gorilla. Beastmaster already starting to charge. Beastmaster could actually be in a bit of trouble here. Manages to get it stunned up and dies pretty quickly there. Wraith King also could be in some trouble. He does have his ultimate up. But he's pretty much cut off from his team here. Sunrise already going out. And yeah, they're gonna stun him up. They're gonna manage to kill this Wraith King again. Really, really greedy. The rest of their team just didn't really come in. I'm not sure why. Managed to hold racks, surprisingly.
Radiant's bottom
And that also got Tidehunter a mechanism. And Phantom Lancer, as soon as he wants it, an ultimate orb. Doesn't look like he wants it quite yet.
Radiant's middle tower.
So it looks like this T1 mid's finally going to go down. Nice Disruptor ultimate, though. I'm pretty immediate. The mech does help a lot, though, in that ultimate. Puck is going to get the silence off. Phantom Lancer's going to die pretty fast. 1 tethered. And I did hear a Beastmaster roar. Looks like it was on the Lion. Phoenix tries to go back in and help. He's actually going to throw out the Supernova. And he's going to get pretty much instantly killed. Queen of Pain tried to make something of it and go in. But doesn't really amount to anything. Tidehunter running away as fast as he can. Puck does have a Yule's. No orb right now, though. That should be Rax, I believe. And Puck is going to manage to come in on the Tidehunter. Decides not to Yule's. Decides to just focus on the Rax.
Middle barracks are under attack.
And they've got Necro units for a little bit longer. Buybacks pretty quickly. Even if they don't get these racks, they still got the buybacks forced. And Queen of Pain ult really fast. I don't believe that hit anyone. She's going to immediately Yule's herself and try and get away. Tidehunter Ravage before anyone can do anything. Puck is in a lot of trouble here. Going to try and orb away. Sunray out from Phoenix to save the Tidehunter. Wraith King standing up on the cliff here. On the high ground, rather. And he doesn't have ult, though, so if Phantom Lancer comes into this fight, he could die, but it looks like he might do damage before it matters. Immediate swap out. Immediate Puck blink in. And Phantom Lancer's trying to help now, but I don't think he can do anything. Queen of Pain throwing out as much damage as she can right now. Sunray going out as well. They do not have Supernova. They do not have Ravage, but all their team has fought back. And they managed to pick off 2. Phoenix does die, though, unfortunately. Vengeful Spirit being chased down. Queen of Pain is actually going to get stunned up. She immediately Yules herself instead of trying to blink. And they do find the Vengeful Spirit. Beastmaster trying to TP out here. He's going to get hexed up by the Lion, and he's going to fall. Puck, though, manages to finish off the Queen of Pain. In the meantime, he's so low. He's so low. And he's going to TP out. Phantom Lancer deciding not to chase. Massive net worth swing, I'm sure, in favor of TG with all those buybacks. Up to 12,000 net worth swing. And they managed to hold half a rack for all those buybacks. Phantom Lancer, though, did save his buyback. Managed to get a Manta Style out. Almost level 16 on him. Hero level difference isn't that great. Ooh, we're going to see a Puck out on Sladen. Alright, a Puck. Hex out on Sladen. But the hero level difference isn't that dramatic. It's more to do with the net worth. Not sure what Wraith King's next item is. He is sitting a little low on the level side compared to the Phantom Lancer for sure. Maybe an orb of some kind, like a Maelstrom or a Desolator or a Scotty, or maybe just more strength damage and get a Basher. I don't know. Sure to Shivas. Who has the Shivas? Vengeful Spirit gonna swap the Queen of Pain. She could be in a bit of trouble, but I don't think they want to chase. Line is gonna come back. He's gonna Hex. He's gonna instantly Finger. Puck is gonna die. They did burn the Ravage for that already, though. That could be a bit of an issue. But with Puck down, I don't think TG can really fight at this point. Queen of Pain continuing to go in on the Disruptor. He does have Glimpse. She's gonna try and burst him down. She's gonna manage to get him Mules, and that looks like a pretty dead Disruptor to me. Manages to glimpse back the Phoenix. Phoenix immediately throws out ult, though. And that's actually 3 down for TG in a really spread out fight. And Lion almost getting picked off by Necro units, but he's going to be fine thanks to the Phantom Lancer killing those. Venge managed to make it out alive. She does have an Aetherlance as well. And Wraith King never really joined that fight either. Not exactly what TG wanted to happen there. That was an interesting turn. They managed to catch out the Puck. They blew a lot of ultimates, but with the Puck down, there's not really much TG can do. Because that Puck has been such a huge contribution to all their team fights. Now Wraith King continues to farm. He gets spotted out by the Phoenix. They know he's there. Phoenix actually opted for a Midas this game, so he didn't get his behind last game. Oh, nice swap from the Vengeful Spirit onto the Tidehunter. He does not have Ravage. He doesn't really have any way to escape. Puck did miss the Shivas, so Tidehunter's just going to have to run. Stun is up on Wraith King in 2. Puck is going to throw out an ultimate on the Phoenix, managed to get him. Tidehunter not able to deny himself to Roshan, unfortunately.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
GG desperately wanting to finish off these racks here. But Queen of Pain pushing up top 2-2.
Tower is under attack.
She does have a TP.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So it looks like they're going to manage to get that racks, unfortunately. Not really any contest coming out with 3 heroes. They need to try and contest this rack, so Phoenix is up in 4, but they eat through towers so fast on Team Gorilla. Queen of Pain has ult up in 3 seconds, so she's going to jump in and use it. Wraith King actually blinking in first, managing to pick off the line before he has any contributions at all. Supernova did go out, did a decent amount of damage, and he managed to live in it. Queen of Pain in a lot of trouble. She's going to throw out her ult, do a lot of damage to the Disruptor. And several other heroes. Wraith King, they do manage to kill the Wraith King without ultimate. Disruptor very low. They're actually going in on the Vengeful Spirit now. And Yules is not up for another 4 seconds, so unfortunately Vengeful Spirit is going to escape. Puck is running away now. I still don't totally think that Ice Storm came out ahead there, despite those kills. Queen of Pain continuing to chase the Puck, actually. Team couldn't really follow, but... Ice Storm going to start pushing in now. There is a Diffusal Blade on Phantom Lancer now. That's presumably why Wraith King died like that, without his ult.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Puck thought about going in there. He has Dream Coil.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh no, he's going to blink right into the Phantom Lancer, but he does Dream Coil. Phantom Lancer, ooh, barely evading that Static Storm. He's just going to try and run out the Puck ultimate, which he does. Immediate Doppelganger, and he should be fine. fact, he found the puck again, surprisingly. Puck actually got really low. There is a static storm out on the Phantom Lancer. He's probably going to die to this. I had to guess. Maybe not. Okay. Looks like he's going to be fine. Puck tried to chase it. But all the while that was happening, space was created for Beastmaster up top. He's pushing that T2 hard. And we're going to see a drastic response out from Ice Storm, looking to punish him for what he was doing. Yule's unfortunately already went out off the Queen of Pain, and Beastmaster is going to live through this. He just said GG. I don't think he meant to do that. Yeah. That was good. Okay. I think that was more of a, like, BM GG. No reason for them to GG. No reason for either team to GG, really. Teams continuing to rotate. TG is really kind of suffocating Ironstorm right now, to some extent. All the farm that Ironstorm is managing to find, they're giving to Ice Storm, or they're giving to Hijack. TG looking to push in this top T2. Shouldn't take them too long. Wraith King could probably do it by himself, actually.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's
and now they're going for
Rax.
Rax. They know they have an exposed Rax down bot if they manage to get these. They do. Ice Storm does have Ravage as well as Supernova up. So it's a bit scary for them to want to go in. They don't have Beastmaster with them, actually. Phantom Lancer got to be a bit careful. Uses his doppelganger there. Disruptor actually losing quite a bit of mana here from the Phantom Lancer.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks.
But Beastmaster actually managed to get half a Rax there, down bot. And he actually sends up the Queen of Pain. He's doing a lot of damage to her, but the response is too strong. But now up top, TG is pushing in there as well. They don't have a Beastmaster to help, but they still can do a lot of damage. Supernova is out, and Puck pretty much instantly dies. Ravage actually manages to catch only the Disruptor in it. He could die from this. He's going to blink away. He should be fine. Animals are trying to get ahead here. They want to maybe find something. Got to be a bit careful about that exposed Rax, though. Looks like Ice Storm maybe wants to try and push in off this, get something out of it, get a T2, maybe. Roshan is not up for a while.
For the treasury.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They should be able to pretty much take this T2 no contest with the puck down for another 20 seconds. That's really the majority of TG's team fight, is that puck. And actually Wraith King decides to go in, try to take out the Lion, but he manages to get stunned up pretty fast. His ult did go off. Didn't quite get enough mana burn from the Phantom Lancer. He's going to go back in, try and fight this. Actually, sorry, that wasn't his ultimate. That was an Aegis, my bad. Tidehunter going in, trying to do some damage. Lion manages to get picked off. Phoenix also get picked off. The only dead person on TG is Venge right now. Dream Coil into Disruptor ultimate. Pretty punishing on both the Tidehunter and the Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer is going to get glimpsed back. In a lot of trouble here. He does not have Doppelganger. Actually manages to escape the Static Storm, but then runs right back into the fight. And Queen of Pain nowhere to be found, trying to push bot, trying to do something. That team fight was a lost cause. That could be, definitely be the remainder of the bottom racks down for Ice Storm. Right out from under Queen of Pain.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
No backdoor protection to stop it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Fly back out from Phantom Lancer, immediate TP back from
Dire's
Queen of
bottom
Pain.
barracks are
Gonna
under
try and chase
attack.
this guy out, but she actually might die.
Radiant's bottom tower
Gotta be
is
careful, the
under
Puck.
attack.
Puck is alone though. He's gonna get hexed up. Phoenix doing quite a bit of damage. Lion's just gonna throw out a finger and finish him off. But now creeps are working in on their inner towers.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Ice Storm just can't leave base to save their life right now.
Double damage! All mine.
So if we take a look at like net worth here, it's actually pretty evenly distributed-ish. Disruptor's still doing pretty well. Beastmaster kind of hanging at the back, but he's doing so much tower damage it doesn't really matter.
Radiant's middle tower is
Ice
under
Storm moving in
attack.
to finish off this T2 once and for all, it looks like.
Radiant's
Definitely
middle
don't think they can
tower
go high
has
ground.
fallen.
But they do need Puck dead to go high ground for sure. They do have Ravage, they do have Supernova. Roshan's still down for a really long time. And looks like PG looking to move in mid, looking to take maybe the game. They definitely have the option of rotating bot and finishing off that Rax for sure. Phantom Lancer pushes really hard though. Phantom Lancer actually picking up a BKB now. That's going to be really helpful against the Disruptor and the Puck. That could actually be a game-changing item here. Gonna see a smoked up Ice Storm. They're gonna get unsmoked by the Beastmaster here on the high ground. Beastmaster's gonna immediately blink away. Element of Surprise is gone. Disruptor throwing out the ult, missing the ult unfortunately, and the Static Storm. He's gonna get swapped out by Vengeful Spirit to stay alive. And Ravage has already been used. Supernova is out. Stun is out from the Beastmaster. Vengeful Spirit getting worked down. Queen of Pain getting worked down. Supernova actually made the full duration. Wraith King is in a bit of trouble. He throws out his BKB. He's gonna get stun raid. And Puck with a nice ultimate catching 3. All of them break, but no heroes on Ice Storm have died yet.
Gone out.
Beastmaster and Wraith King the only ones managing to make it out alive. No one died on Ice Storm there. And BKB wasn't even used on the Phantom Lancer. That's quite a turnaround. Stuns out all over the place, but they the Phoenix ultimate and just in general the missed Disruptor ultimate absolutely punished TG. And now Ice Storm is like, okay, we got the opportunity, we're taking mid-racks, or at least doing damage. And they have the push to do it. I mean, Phantom Lancer is a really good pusher. Go figure.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And we're going to see a Static Storm out. Disruptor does not have ultimate. He actually could be in trouble here. Queen of Pain getting stunned up by Wraith King, though, preventing it. And Disruptor has his ultimate up now. Vengeful Spirit swaps in the Queen of Pain. She's actually stunned up right now. She's going to throw out the Yules. Phoenix Sunray doing a lot of work, though. Finish off the Venge. And Queen of Pain throwing out ult as well. Wraith King actually at half health now. And Phantom Lancer just does so much damage at this point. Disruptor ended up buying back. He's going to throw out another Static Storm.
Radiant's
Puck
middle
coming in to
tower
try and
has
finish off the
fallen.
Lion. She manages to.
Pride.
Up top, Beastmaster, or yeah, Beastmaster managed to snag the Ice Storm bot racks, unfortunately. But at least now, the only racks Ice Storm has is protected by a tower. The Rat Dota is really strong, though. Sean still is a little while. Phoenix actually managing a Shiva's and 3,400 gold right now. And he does have level 3 ultimate at this point, which is pretty good. Midas definitely helped him this game a lot. Actually the same level as Tidehunter right now as well. Phantom Lancer picking up an ultimate orb. That could be a Scotty. If I had to guess, that's what it is. Just add more damage in. And TG has set its sights on this top lane here.
The Beastmaster thanks you.
They do have it pushed out. As it was with last game, though, they're going to have to fight into a Ravage Supernova. And without Roshan, too. It's going to be purely on their own merit here. Unfortunately for Ironstorm, they don't have any vision coming out on this. It's actually an Assault Cuirass now on the Wraith King. Queen of Pain has a point booster and a Void Stone. I'm assuming Hex. But then maybe an Axe later, I'm not sure. They really have to be careful right now because Ironstorm is just going to keep getting constantly pushed in. And if Beastmaster is ever up, he's just going to TP back to base.
Invisibility!
And it looks like TG's really just content to wait this one out. Yeah, Roshan. Puck now with a BKB. Everyone has BKBs.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but a lot of people in this game have BKBs. Lion actually picked up a pipe as well. And we are going to see Roshan finally up here. They need Wraith King to take it, though. In order to take it.
Invisibility.
And I don't believe... Yeah, Dire has... Ironstorm has no vision at all outside of their own base here. Like, that's it. So Roche should fall pretty fast here. Ironstorm is actually smoked up. They might know. They are going to for sure find the Beastmaster. Roshan is down. Beastmaster in a lot of trouble though. And I think they're going to try and spare the Queen of Pain ult. And they're going to be able to finish him off pretty easily. No ults used. And they managed to kill off his Necro units as well. So definitely a good pick off for them. Beastmaster is really annoying with his split push, especially this game when they already have 2 racks down. And it looks like Disruptor is saying straight up push in. This is really shaping up to be in one of those long games. Vengeful Spirit actually has an Ags now. A little bit scary. Especially if Wraith King got an Ags too, god. That actually works really well in their favor. That was a good pickup by her. Phantom Lancer continuing to try and farm up. He's still sitting at the top of the hero level pool right now. And Phoenix actually picked up an Ags as well. I like Phoenix Ags a lot. You can basically pull in other heroes with you to be reborn together. As if they were Phoenix. We see another smoke coming out for Ironstorm. They want to catch the Beastmaster again, but I don't know if they'll be able to. Queen of Pain actually does find him. She might have to burn her ult on this though.
Top tower is under attack.
They don't have vision of him until he runs right back into their face. They're going to throw out Lion ult. But they do have to get back right now. Otherwise, they're actually going to be taken. Nice Ravage from the Tidehunter. Does miss the puck. Wraith King is getting pretty low, though. Swapped out by the Vengeful Spirit. Phoenix has not thrown out his ultimate yet due to the BKBs. Phantom Lancer chasing down this Vengeful Spirit so much slow. And actually managed to take 2 from that, counting the Beastmaster. And now they're looking for more. Disruptor throwing out his ult, throwing out a Static Storm. Doesn't really do much. He still dies. And now we're going to see a puck running away here. Phoenix tries to throw out the Sun Ray and catch him. Break his Blink Dagger, but it doesn't quite happen like that. And no racks were lost. No, well, I guess the tower was lost, but aside from that, 3 more heroes dead on TG. Ironstorm is actually kind of catching up here. Let's take a look at the graphs. So XP is actually slightly in favor of Ironstorm, and net worth is really ticking down there. And now Phantom Lancer wants to charge up the middle. They do have exposed racks they can take here. Ironstorm has to be a little bit careful of this puck right here, taking these racks, because I don't think they can fight against Megas. Yeah, Phantom Lancer just comes back. He decides it's not worth it.
For the treasury.
I think Megas would be too much for them to deal with this game. Slowly but surely, Ironstorm is really getting their lockdown together. Like, they've got a Hex on Queen of Pain, and an Axe on her too as well, so that's really good for her. I feel like a lot of their items are just dealing with Puck, because he's been such a big portion of team fights for TG. We are going to see a push in mid, maybe.
Illusion!
Looks like TG really just wants to keep the lanes pushed. The biggest risk that Ironstorm runs is diverting to fight in one place, but then losing their base behind them. Phantom Lancer did finish up his Scotty. I'm not sure how long ago that was. Beastmaster continuing to push everything in. So much split push coming out from TG here. Phantom Lancer's got to be careful he doesn't get caught. I doubt Puck can kill him unless he dramatically misplays, but at the same time you don't want to get held up by the Vengeful Spirit, swapped away from your team, and then not have any chance to fight. Right now, Ironstorm is really divided. Sort of a divide and conquer strategy going on from TG right now. Aegis did expire, so they don't really have that behind them. They might just wait for next Aegis, but that's going to be a long waiting period, and that gives Ironstorm room to actually push and catch up. Which I don't think they really want to even give them that chance.
All mine.
Puck does have cheese now, though. Looks like they gave that to him. Both teams really just kind of hanging out, waving at each other here. You push one way, we'll push back, sort of thing. Phantom Lancer's getting kind of menacing, though. He's kind of scary. Like, he burned half of Beastmaster's health just then. Puck actually... Oh, he thought about going in there. I think he just wanted to clear that wave, though. What are we looking at for buybacks here? So, Phantom Lancer has a buyback, Tidehunter has a buyback, and that is it for the Dire. It's kind of one of those they lose situations. Like, if anything goes TG's way in this fight, it's really going to be hard for Ironstorm to come back. At the very least, if TG wins a fight, Ironstorm loses their last racks. At the most, Ironstorm just takes the game out from under them. Phoenix is actually going in completely on the Beastmaster here. They managed to hex him out. They might actually catch this guy out here. He already burned his TP. He's going to throw out a stun, try and fight up the Queen of Pain, but he's pretty much alone out here. Queen of Pain is going to have to blink back, though, due to her team starting to fight, rather. Sunray's immediately out. Swap comes out from Vengeful Spirit to get the puck out of harm's way. Venge does die, but there's an instant ravage from the Tidehunter. So much mana burn coming out from the Phantom Lancer. Disruptor's going to fall. And immediate TP's up top. Wraith King, while that was going on, was finishing off the racks. Looks like it's going to be Megas for TG. But Wraith King is taking a lot of damage here. So is Beastmaster. This is going to be a team wipe, potentially. Puck is getting pretty low. He's gonna throw out an orb and totally juke out the other team. And he's actually gonna go right back into the fight for some reason. Not sure what that was about. Phases out again. And manages to silence both the Phoenix and the Tidehunter, but there's the Hex. Lion is coming back in. Lion does not have his ult up yet. God, phase shift is annoying. And Puck manages to blink away. Tidehunter not done yet. They managed to hex him up again. That's like the 5th time. Team wipe for Ice Storm. Now they're fighting against Megas though. This is gonna be difficult. I don't know what options they have here besides just push. Because they can't defend against Megas if the entire TG is up. You're looking at range creep to hit for 133 damage. Like, it's gonna be tough. That's all I'm gonna say. Phantom Lancer actually is opting to stay behind here. He can TP in the fight whenever he needs to. He sent. Oh snap! That's a Divine Rapier. Phantom Lancer is. It is. You know, at this point, when you're down to Megas and you might have a chance to win, it's all or nothing. And he's thrown everything in. He is getting a Divine Rapier. He is TPing out. This is the end here. This is the deciding fight in this game. Immediately, PKO is getting gone on. Ravage out from Tidehunter. That was the refresher Ravage. Supernova is out as well. Lion ult goes out on the Beastmaster from behind. And Wraith King is in some trouble here. He tries to do as much damage as he can, but he can't. Phantom Lancer doing a lot of damage as well. Gonna immediately focus his sights onto whoever that was. I didn't catch who that was. I couldn't even tell on the amount of illusions that was going on. And this is gonna be a true base race here. Wraith King though TP'd in. I don't think Ice Storm can win this. TG managing it in a base race, my god. Quite a close game. So 1-1 now, TG and Ice Storm. That was really close. That was fun. But Team Gorillas do take it. So we will be back shortly with game number 3 between TG and Ice Storm. Welcome back to COD League
Radiant team
Season
ban.
3, I believe. Game number 3 of the qualifiers number 3, between
Dire
Team
team
Gorilla
ban.
and Ironstorm. This game is tied up 1-1. Both games were really close. First game was a bit more decisive. Second game ended in something of a base race with a Divine Rapier on a Phantom Lancer. So
Radiant team ban.
expecting some fun play out of this.
Ten seconds remaining.
And looks like Team Gorilla still does not want to deal with the
5
Slarkin
seconds
Alchemist again.
remaining.
I don't blame them. We are going to see an Earth Spirit and
Dire
Bounty
team
Hunter banned
pick.
for Ironstorm. And as per Team Gorilla's usual, a Beastmaster picked up.
Radiant team pick.
He's been drafted in every single game this series.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve
Going into
time.
reserve time already here. Not a ton of time in between these games, so it doesn't really give teams that long to be able to figure out their next play, you know. Gonna see a line picked up for Ironstormtv again. That really benefited them last game with a lockdown, and a lone druid actually picked up as well.
Dire team pick.
Looks like they're looking for another mid-game domination team rather than taking it late like they did last game. And Vengeful Spirit picked up again.
Radiant team ban.
Picked up once again for Team Gorilla. Might see a Wraith King ban here, potentially. Definitely a Puck ban, if I had to guess. That hero was really strong for Team Gorilla last game. Pretty much won them the early and mid game.
10 seconds
By the
remaining.
time he started to fall off, there were other heroes ready to take his place, and he was still just as slippery.
Dire team ban.
Interestingly, a Witch Doctor ban. Haven't seen that picked up this series at all. Strong hero nonetheless. And a Chin ban actually coming out from Team
Radiant
Gorilla.
ban.
Yeah, I guess that pairs well with Lone Druid. Chin is not really the most popular right now because he did get nerfed pretty decently. And there's the Puck ban coming out from Ironstorm,
Dire team
as
ban.
expected. Honestly surprised he wasn't in their first round of bans.
Reserve time.
And it looks like we're going to see a Phoenix ban
Radiant
from Team
team
Gorilla.
pick.
He's been picked up both games now for Ironstorm, so probably just want to get rid of that. Get rid of a comfort hero.
Ten seconds remaining.
And Doom is going to be picked up on Ironstorm.
Dire team
That hero
pick.
hasn't made it through the first round of bans this entire series so far. So definitely a hotly contested hero, and now Ironstorm has his hands on it.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I doubt Team Gorilla is too happy that the ban, or the Doom made it through without being banned, and they're actually going to pick up Wisp on Team
Radiant
Gorilla.
team pick.
They are going to get another pick too before the next ban phase, so we could see a Chaos Knight, we could see an Ursa. Could see quite a few different heroes paired with that, even a Tiny,
10 seconds
because
remaining.
they have not picked up a mid yet.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
That kind of does pigeonhole Ironstorm a little bit Because if they want to try and counter one of those heroes, they need to pick it now. They do have room for it, maybe. I really don't see how they're gonna lane. I'm guessing Lone Druid mid and Doom off lane, or vice versa. They're actually gonna pick up the Lich.
Dire team
Gonna go ahead and not really try and counter that. Might not have fit with their hero plan at all. Or they might just think they can deal with whatever comes with the Wisp. But Alchemist hasn't made it through. He's really the... Well, I guess Slark hasn't either, but those are really the only
10
two
seconds remaining.
strength cores that... Or hard carries, rather.
5 seconds remaining.
That haven't made it through. So Team Gorilla has a lot of options here. Gonna go with the Ember
Radiant
Spirit,
team ban.
reminiscent of the first game. Gonna be played by Sladen again, presumably. I'm guessing Lich is gonna go sit mid
Dire
with
team
whoever
ban.
ends up going mid for Ironstorm here. And they are gonna ban the Chaos Knight just to be safe. Wisp doesn't really normally pair up with the Ember Spirit. But Chaos Knight is the Chaos Knight IO is like the
10 seconds remaining.
one of the most vanilla original combos there is in Dota.
5 seconds
Presumably back to
remaining.
Dota 1 too, but I never played Dota 1, so I'm not totally on the up and up there.
Reserve time.
So final ban coming out from Team Gorilla is probably going to be a core. I'm kind of curious what Ironstorm's going to pick to complement this here. Definitely like a mid-game hero, mid-game core, mid-game carry. Which one it is, I am not sure.
Dire team pick.
I'm actually going to ban out the Queen of Pain on Team Gorilla. I really think that Lone Druid is going mid and Doom off lane, but I could be off.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So I wouldn't
Reserve
be
time.
totally surprised to see an Ursa pick up here. Maybe a Slardar. And yep, there's a Slardar.
Radiant team
That was
pick.
actually a pretty good guess. Yeah, I mean, that makes the most sense. I think Ursa would get shut down too hard by the Lone Druid and the Lion. The Lion especially. Like, if he doesn't burst him down fast enough, he's just locked down too long.
10 seconds remaining.
And now we're going to see the final pickup for Ironstorm.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm not totally sure what they're going to pick up, honestly. Something
Reserve
crazy like a
time.
Viper. Whatever they do, it's going to need to complement the Lone Druid and win towards the late mid game. They rely pretty heavily on magic damage, so they're going to have to win before those BKBs really come out. Probably not looking too hard at any of the, like, they're definitely not going to pick Ricky now that Slardar is in the field. Would be cool if we saw another Meepo. Taking their sweet time to pick this last hero. Maybe they're just gonna random it. No, they have a lot of options here, and they have time. They really don't need to rush. They can think about what's best for this game. I guess Anti-Mage is still on the table. That didn't occur to me. Not really much of a mid-game hero, but
10 seconds remaining.
it's definitely there.
Invoker.
Ooh, Invoker. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be Invoker mid. Yeah, Druid safe lane. Hijack is playing him. And that's actually... Huh. So Sladen is actually going to play the Wisp this game? Was that intentional? because he's normally their mid player, and it looks like ZPP picked up the Ember Spirit. Interesting. Not sure how that's going to turn out. Wonder what made them make that switch there. And it looks
10
like Peace is
seconds
actually going to be
remaining.
off of like Peace normally has been one of their
5
support heroes,
seconds
but it looks like he's
remaining.
playing off lane this time. Interesting change up. And we're into the game.
Prepare for battle.
Beastmaster is opting for a straight up Iron Talon. Is he going to jungle? And immediate pauses. I hate these pauses at the beginning of games, because sometimes they just feel like tactical stuff, you know? That's a cool oh, I was gonna say that's a cool Doom set, but it's kinda on the floor right now. So Wisp trying to get that early bottle there, it looks like. 2 pooled tangos and a ward. Slardar opting for a traditional, you know, stout shield, quelling blade. Tangos. Beastmaster again, like I said, going for that Iron Talon first. Looks like pretty much all of Ice Storm is waiting bottom here at the spot rune to try and contest.
30
Mini
seconds
pings.
to battle.
Bear is already roaming. Bear is so tiny, level 1. Lich is ready to deny that first creep as well, which is pretty big. Trying to gimp the Ember Spirit on XP every couple waves. Looks like the first rune's gonna go to Kane Dota. They're mid.
The battle begins.
And the top rune is gonna go to Ember Spirit.
Never refuse gold given.
So Wisp looking to get that courier pick off as soon as he can. He's actually not gonna get... He is gonna get spotted out here by the Lich. Oh, he might have managed to just hide barely. Hold on. Let's see. I think they're pinging it out. They saw Avenge there, so they know something's going on. And yeah, they sent the courier around. There's the Wisp. Definitely saw him. Courier took the scenic route around there. Not sure what courier actually brought. Maybe a salve. So Beastmaster going straight to the jungle again. Not really liking the lane he would have to go into. He would get pretty eaten up by the lone druid here. Looks like they're actually running a dual lane top as well. Lich just trying to go around the map, trying to get XP from these denies here. Invoker actually in a bit of trouble. He's going to get gone on by the Ember Spirit and Wisp, but there's a pretty immediate TP out from the Lich, which stops any further pushing there. Wisp does have his bottle already. Looks like we're going to see a Wex Exhort Invoker maybe, potentially. Doom is actually leveling pretty decent right now. He's actually on par with the Slardar. Lich is actually coming around too to help him. Slardar actually eating a lot of damage from that, really. Venge is there, but she's only level 1. She's got that magic missile level 1, so not really much from her. That's like a 1 second stun effectively. Lion managing to pick up the double damage instead of the Beastmaster, and he's actually going to do quite a bit of damage to him. Beastmaster board does hurt though. It's going to be quite a battle. Invoker Sunstrike though is going to land, and Lion is going to finish off the dog.
Indeed, I am first in everything.
30 HP. He should be fine. Nice Sunstrike from the Invoker though. And then immediate pause. Oh, we have a DC on Lone Druid. Mouse. Not sure what that means. Mouse is out of batteries? I don't know. So Doom actually has a War Stomp, I just noticed that. It does cost about half of his current mana though. Gotta be a bit careful in using that. Yep, Lion's fine. Doom could be in a bit of trouble here, actually. The stun's going to go out on him. Both stuns are going to go out. He does have that War Stomp, though, if he wants to use it. And he's going to go ahead and throw it out. And he's going to try and walk away. Venge, unfortunately, had to take the long route around and will not be able to right-click it down. Invoker did get picked off mid, though. And unfortunately, there were no TPs to respond because Lich was helping up top. They could actually kill this Slardar here, possibly. It's only a level 1 Frost Blast. So I guess it only does 50 damage. That's not enough to kill him. Invoker does hit pretty hard right now, even though he's only level 3. As soon as Wisp leaves this Earth Spirit or Ember Spirit, like the Invoker right clicks really hurt. Case in point. Especially with the Alacrity bonus, they hurt a lot. Venge is trying to make some levels for herself by pulling, but Doom and Lich look like they want to interrupt that. In fact, Doom is just going to go straight up eat one. Unfortunately, he had to eat the Satyr Nuke there, but oh well. Venge losing her XP there, unfortunately for her. Invoker in a bit of trouble mid. Wisp throwing out those spirits. Lion looks like he's going to commit and try and help out. He actually manages to land the stun on the Ember Spirit, but Ember Spirit does have the boost from Wisp. He's not taking a ton of damage here. Lion could be in trouble. Invoker trying to turn around on this. He actually, oh, he barely misses the Sunstrike on the Wisp, and he could get caught out here. He's going to get Searing Chains. He's going to die as well. Definitely not a good turnaround for Ice Storm there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Lone Druid, though, down bot, kind of left to his own devices. Everyone on PG is low right now. Druid is almost level 6, actually. Oh, Lich just did kill Slardar up top. Might get picked off by the Venge. He got really slow because of that Frost Armor. That was a nice play by him, throwing that out. He doesn't manage to get a kill on him, unfortunately. Taking a look at levels right now. Druid is actually topping out the level chart, it looks like. Oh, Lion could be in a bit of trouble. We're gonna see a rotation out from Storms from Ember Spirit and Wisp. And Lion's gonna get caught in this. Druid does not have Transform, but he's gonna try and help. So much damage being sucked up by the Wisp. Here comes the Beastmaster. Sunstrike is out. Wisp is really, really low right now. And he's actually gonna get killed by the bear. There's a transform from Lone Druid, but it doesn't quite save him from the Ember Spirit, unfortunately. He did manage to get his level 6 though. Slardar actually doesn't have boots right now. I just noticed that. He's a very slow slug. And he does not have much gold either. He's actually being out-leveled by this Doom here, who almost has the ability itself.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Invoker again in trouble, potentially. I think he's actually a Quasi-Exhort Invoker. Lich is kind of hanging out here. Wisp, what level is Wisp? Wisp is sitting at level 5. He's almost got the relocate up. And Ember Spirit does have his spirits up. Venge gonna go in with a stun on this Doom here. Slardar is chasing him up.
Radiant's middle tower
And
is
Doom's gonna get stunned up here. He could be in a bit of trouble here. Gonna get double stunned. I don't think he has enough health to make it through. Lich is gonna help with the Frost Armor. Venge, one more right click finishes him off, but Venge is actually gonna get stunned up. And another Sunstrike fails to land. Ember Spirit coming back in. He's going to manage to finish off both of these heroes, it looks like.
Dominating. Own
And
it.
it's unfortunate that that Sunstrike did not land. That would have been at least one turnaround, but unfortunately it does not.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is
Lone
under
Druid, meanwhile,
attack.
during all this, though, pushing bot lane. And he just finished a Hand of Midas. Pre 7 minutes, that's pretty good. Looks like they might try and go on this Beastmaster here. They've got Lion here with both his stuns. Gonna throw out the Hex first. Stun him up. And Bear immediate first hit entangle. That's just bad luck for the Druid, or for the Beastmaster. He actually manages to kill off the Lion, though. Nothing's going right now for Ice Storm. They don't even manage to finish him off. None of these rotations are going well for Ice Storm here, except for maybe the top lane. The top lane is probably their best lane. They managed to pick off the Slardar in it. Looks like Invoker's going to be in trouble mid here. He already has Ghost Walk queued up, though. Gotta be a bit careful. Doesn't get it out before, and he actually gets dusted immediately. And he's going to fall down to the Ember Spirit. He's already on a mega kill streak, 5-0-3.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We are seeing some decent push out, though, from Ice Storm. They're trying to take towers, trying to do what they can. Slardar finally has boots now. Druid melting away at the towers. He's doing what he can. Already taken his T1 in 8 minutes.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Playing Broodmother Druid.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Do you see a relocate from the Wisp? Lich in a really bad spot here. I'm pretty sure he's going to die. He's going to try and feed himself with the creeps, but it doesn't quite work. The earn damage takes him down. If we take a look at hero level right now, you can see it's actually a pretty big XP lead in favor of TG, and gold as well, especially for 8 minutes, even with the tower down. But I suppose TG also has a tower taken as well. Gonna see Ember Spirit here. Getting a little bit close. They do have Doom up. Or no, they do not. Not for another 30 seconds. Looks like they will finish off the Wisp, though, which kind of takes away some of Ember Spirit's ability to survive. He still outputs a lot of damage, though. Invoker having to back off. He throws out a Spirit, but he's going to get hexed up. He's going to get stunned up. Magic Shield doing a lot of work, though. And he's going to blink out. Lich throws out the slow. Nice swap from the Venge, but unfortunately Invoker does manage to pick him up and double kill. Lich running away from this Vengeful Spirit as well. Sunstrike is actually going to land this time. And that's a triple kill on Invoker. He is all caught up.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
4-3-0 there. And Lone Druid just pushing straight into T2s. Especially with those two heroes down, like, he really has no reason not to. Wisp might actually pick off the Lich here, but it looks like Lion's going to try and finish off the Wisp. I don't know what's going to happen here. Lion's got to be a bit careful. He's actually going to get right-clicked and earned to death by the Wisp.
Kill.
With me.
Druid having to back off down bot, it looks like. Interesting turn of events. Doom smoked up, already gets popped by the Slardar. He's going to run in. Not really a worthwhile Doom right there, I don't think. Slardar would just run away. Sprint's almost up, though. And we are going to see a TP in from the Lich. Maybe get him to slow down a bit. Sprint is on that 4-second cooldown, though. I think Slardar will be fine. There is a Wisp Ember Spirit, though, lurking. We do not have vision of. They are going to throw the Doom out on the Slardar. That's not really going to turn into much of anything. Stun goes out on the Doom. They're going to manage to pick off the Courier, maybe. Barely not. Lich is going to throw out his ult. Pretty nice. Didn't quite bounce back. It would have been nice if it had bounced back. Slardar, unfortunately, can't do anything. The Doom expires. Hardly did any damage to him. Doom is going to get caught. He does manage to throw out the stun. Lich and Lion are both down, though. And there's no reason why TG shouldn't dive the center tower. Doom is going to fall 3 down for Ice Storm. Courier, fortunately for them, did survive, but not worth the 3 deaths of their heroes there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower.
Now we're going to see Druid continuing to push in bot. Kind of expecting a rotation here soon. I don't know what I'm not sure if he's saving up for a
Dire's
Radiance or
bottom
what.
tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower
And I guess
is
they
under
figure if
attack.
Druid's gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. ZPP going in top, pushing that tower. And they're actually gonna immediately catch out the line. He gets he gets shackled up, but looks to be fine. Joker coming in top as well. I don't think PG actually expected to take that tower. They just wanted to put pressure, force the Druid to back off a little bit. Speaking of Druid, he is now sitting on 2,300 gold. Getting close if he is going for a Radiance. And we do see a Necro 1 out on the Beastmaster. Ember Spirit actually smoked up here. They know the Druid's here, I think. Well, maybe not. Oh, they're going straight into Rosh, actually. I take that back. 12-minute Roshan. They want to take this. They want to get it done. Just boost their lead as much as they can. And Ice Storm has no idea this is going on right now. And by the time they do, it looks like they're not going to be able to respond. They are smoked up.
Radiant's top
They're
tower
pinging it out, but
is
it's
under
unfortunately
attack.
too late. That little boost of gold got Slardar an armlet, too.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, it
is
looks like they're going to
under
get a
attack.
T1 off of that with that DD Ember Spirit. Gonna use the glyph.
Radiant
I don't think they're
structures
gonna
are
respond to it though.
fortified.
They might try and trade.
Radiant's
They
bottom
don't even have a
tower
chance to
has
do that
fallen.
though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
PG just pushing in as hard as they can here. They really don't want this to go any longer than it has to. They're trying to take every advantage they can.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle
And
tower
right now it
is
looks
under
like
attack.
Ice Storm is just content to trade. I don't know if they
Dire's
can really
structures
fight.
are fortified.
And they're gonna lose a T2.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Okay, immediate stun out on the lone Druid. Doom is gonna go out on the Slardar again. Nice Lich ult. It's gonna bounce quite a bit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They are actually going to manage to pick off the Beastmaster and the Wisp, but Ember Spirit is still going here. Slardar, while he is doomed, is about to be up, and he should be fine. He can blink in,
Dire's top
or
tower is
sprint
under
in,
attack.
rather. He doesn't have a blink yet. They're going to find the bear. He's going to, whatever that's called.
Dire's top tower has
We get
fallen.
vision on the Lich, I should say. And the bear as well. Thankfully, Druid has the bear off cooldown as soon as he goes home and gets mana. Invoker did manage to take a tower up top while that was happening, though. So not the best, not the best event for Ice Storm, but they did manage to make them back off at T2. Not sure what Invoker was doing trying to TP out there. He actually does a lot of damage on the Slardar. We'll
Dire's
see.
top tower is under attack.
Can't invoke a Sunstrike, unfortunately. And Slardar's going to go back in here. He's going to stun him up. Reap is going to keep vision here. Invoker does not have Sunstrike. He has Cold Snap, actually. And he's going to catch him out here. He's going to manage to Cold Snap him. He's going to throw out his Forge Spirits, and he's going to manage to kill him. Dominating streak for the Invoker. He's got to run, though, now. He does have a line to back him up. Druid sitting on 3,900 gold. Sending Courier to Secret Shop. He's going to get a Radiance. Radiance Bear. So far, Ice Storm has a 100% win rate with Radiance in this series. Oh god. I think that might have been a panic disconnect to save the Courier from dying here. Not sure why my lines do that when I draw them, like they get all weird. Not sure what all these pings are for. Last hit wise, Druid is very at the top. Surprisingly, Beastmaster follows him. Slardar and Ember Spirit are actually fairly low on the chart, all things considered, but Ember Spirit has almost finished a Battle Fury. And Treads, and an Aquila, and an Aegis. It's a pretty cool lion set. Wisp is also actually pretty decently farmed. He's about to finish up a mech already. He'll have Guardian Greaves pretty soon, and a bottle, as well as an urn too. So he's definitely benefited from tagging along with the Ember Spirit. And if we look at level as well, like you can see, the Doom is really struggling. He's in the middle of his two supports. Kind of a Ice Storm sandwich where TG is the meat, and I guess Lich is the butter or something, I don't know. Paused. Finally a ping. Something happened. So Druid ought to have Radiance pretty soon. Definitely increases the push potential. He almost got that T2 as well. He's getting to a point where he can just start taking towers like crazy. He does have his bear max, so he's got that demolish passive. 40% bonus building damage, it's pretty crazy. Plus the attack speed from the Midas. I really wish they'd fix this bug. Everything just standing with its still models. Okay, looks like we're going again. And they remembered the courier at the last second. That has a relic on it. Luckily Venge did not get it in time, my god. And we're gonna see a T2 push out from TG. Ice Storm kind of patiently waiting. Their style seems to be
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
plant your feet, stand your ground at your base, sort of thing. Let one of your heroes push, which is what Druid is kind of doing here. Same idea in the game with the Slark, really. And the game with the Slark and the Alchemist. They both kind of roamed around while the three stayed and pushback creeps. Druid's Bear is actually going to get caught out here. He does have it off CD in 10 seconds, so it's not the end of the world. And he manages to pop it away just in time. Ember Spirit is going in though. He does manage to get the Searing Chain. And Druid is not where he wants to be. He does manage to get the runaway shout off. And Venge could be in a bit of trouble. There's a stun out. Doesn't really hit anyone. Doom actually lands on the Ember Spirit. They're going to keep chasing. They've got to because of that Doom. And PG wants to re-engage even though the Ember Spirit is doomed up. He has enough of a team around him. He's just going to wear that Doom off. That's only a level 1 Doom right now. So it's not doing as much damage as they'd like. And Druid almost has Radiance here. Just a little bit longer.
Middle tower is under attack.
And Ember Spirit going in. He manages to catch out the Lich. And Ember Spirit actually could be in a bit of trouble here as Aegis gets popped mid-air. They're waiting for it though. An immediate runaway call from the Druid. He's going to pretty much blink. That was a weird relocate from the Wisp.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Relocated him about 10 feet. 20 feet, yeah. So he's going to run back. Didn't really get caught out or anything. Almost all the T2s on the map gone for Ice Storm. Again, They seem to be a team that's content to wait in their base and fight it out on high ground. And Druid getting so close to that Radiance. I don't know how much of an impact it's going to have immediately, but definitely in the pushing back of creeps department, it's going to be a useful item. Slardar is sitting on almost a Blink Dagger as well, and we are going to actually see a smoke from Ice Storm coming in. Invoker did not get caught in it though. And Druid is actually going to go ahead and break his smoke, but we do have a Doom, a Lion, and a Lich going in. They're not going to really find anything. Well, they're going to find the Ember Spirit actually, my bad. Doom does not have Doom up. They're going to actually burst him down incredibly fast. Without the Flame Guard and without the Wisp, he's pretty squishy. Especially against such relatively high-leveled supports. We are going to see a rotation from Invoker to keep pushing mid once we get rid of that T1 tower.
Middle tower is under attack.
Do have Glyph up if they want to try and fight this, but it looks like the whole team is going to respond. I don't know if they can fight without Ember Spirit yet. I don't know if they're at that point. Slardar hasn't quite taken over yet. I believe he did just get a Blink Dagger though. Yes. They are going to have to give up this T1 tower. They're going to find the Druid. He's going to use his bear to make him run away. I don't know if the bear is going to escape. He's going to barely be able to pop it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And he did just finish a Radiance as well. Couldn't quite combine it yet, but now he has. So Radiance Bear is up. But unfortunately so is Necro 3 and Aetherlens. Necro 3, Beastmaster, and Aetherlens Venge. Wisp is back with his Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit does have a Battle Fury now. Definitely scary push teams on both sides, really. I think more, even with the Necro Book 3, I think I still have Ice Storm pushing harder this game.
Dire's top tower is
Doom has not quite achieved that level 2 Doom yet. It's nice that he can silence, but it's like it's not doing anything beyond a really long silence right now. Which I guess, I mean, that's not bad, but as far as ultimates go, like, it's not doing enough damage to actually make it worthwhile, really. We might actually see a fight at this T2. I think Ice Storm's feeling a bit more confident with the Radiance up on Druid in the fights that they're taking lately. It's like they're kind of trying to bait out who wants to go first here. Gonna try and get a deny off on this tower, probably. Ember Spirit actually gonna land a Searing Chains on the bear and Invoker. That Forge Spirit is somehow gonna make it out alive. Doom, though, with the initiation. Nice play. It's gonna immediately Doom up the Ember Spirit. Slardar is going to try and run away. Beastmaster, not enough time to get off his shout. He's just pretty much stun locked from the Cold Snap. And Lion barely going to escape the Necro unit. And they actually did manage to pick off the Wisp there. There's an immediate buyback from the Wisp. Doom is in a lot of trouble here. Doesn't manage to get a stomp off. Druid trying to eat through from the back. Wisp comes in at the last second with the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit actually gets tornadoed up immediately. Looks like Wisp is going to fall. They did lose the Wisp, but Ice Storm lost 4. And that Forge Spirit almost managed to pick off the Slardar. There were quite a few buybacks. I think there were 2 buybacks on, or at least 1. I think Ember Spirit zipped back to base.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The gold did fluctuate a little bit, but it still continues to fall in the favor of TG. Roshan is about to be up. Pretty short timer this time. So TG looking to get in on that.
A soldier's fortune.
Druid actually has a Ghost Scepter now, which is good. No way to check his bear while he's dead, though, unfortunately. I believe his bear just has the Radiance and the Orb of Venom still. Slardar saving up his gold here. I'm not sure what he's going to buy next. Again, it looks like TG is just trying to cut off Ice Storm's available farming options. Ember actually opting for a Manta style this game as opposed to crit, it looks like. Druid trying to use the bear to counter push, but he's got to be a bit careful because of the Flame Guard ticking the bear's inability to blink. Doom does have level 2 Doom now, as soon as he scales it. Looks like he opted not to scale level 2 Doom. I mean, it doesn't up the duration, it just ups the damage, and I guess he figures if it's not doing damage anyway, it's just good as a silence, right? So 15-second silence, basically. And Roshan is up, so it looks like TG is going to go ahead and try and take that now. Which they shouldn't have any problem doing. Ice Storm is too far away to react to that. But Ice Storm didn't even see them go in, so... Wisp is going to show himself mid.
Roshan has fallen to the
Roche is
giant.
down before Ice Storm even knows what happened. They are going to immediately smoke, and it looks like TG wants to go in and take this as fast as they can. Ice Storm backing up to base. They know once the Roshan came out that something's up. Bear is not going to be able to break the smoke here. It is going to get stunned up though pretty fast. And Druid does not have another bear for 21 seconds. Not the end of the world, it being 20 seconds, but that is a decent amount of golds. He won't have it up until this fight is already underway, unfortunately.
Radiant's middle
Sardar
tower
is actually
under
not
attack.
here. Lion is up in the lane a little bit oddly. Ember Spirit pushing really fast on this
Radiant
tower.
structures are fortified.
Sardar, what did he pick up? Oh, he picked up a Reaver. Presumably to get a heart. And now Wisp is coming in. Bear is going to get swapped again. Maybe stunned up, but the Radiance does a lot. Doom is going to go out, maybe? Did it go out? Not sure who that went out on there. It might have gone out on the Wisp, who already died. And Beastmaster getting stunned up by the cold snap. Lots of damage coming out from the Ember Spirit, though, and Slardar coming in, finishing everything off. Big AoE stun. Do manage to finish off Beastmaster, so no ultimate there. It was down anyway, but the bear does fall. Ember Spirit having to be a little bit careful here.
Double
Stun
kill.
did miss on Lich there. Lich is going to get finished off though, and Doom is in a lot of trouble here. He's just melting. So 3 for 3 there.
Came a long way to see you die.
Exposed racks though. Druid does not have a bear. Lion is here though. Lion doesn't have the mana though to ult, or the cooldown to ult. Slardar going to try and blink in on the Lion. Wisp coming in. Doom ended up buying back. Don't know how much it's actually going to do though. He's going to see the relocate from Wisp in 3 seconds. I'm not sure if he's... Yeah, he is going to actually take him. But Ember Spirit does have a remnant right there. As soon as he wants to go back in, he can. Which he will. He's going to get immediately hexed there. Could actually be in a little bit of trouble here. Invoker's going to throw out Cold Snap, Forge Spirits, but Ember Spirit's going to be able to blink away in time. He does finish off a Manta style though. Only looking at a 10 kill deficit this game right now. Could be 11 in just a second if Doom's not careful. Or if Ember... yeah, Ember Spirit. He just wants to man fight this. He's got the Wisp coming in from behind. Literally no armor on the Doom right now.
Unstoppable.
And they're going to be able to finish him off pretty
Radiant's
easily.
bottom tower is
Sladen could be in a bit of trouble, so there goes the Wisp. Lich is caught in the back. He should die to this Ember Spirit, but Ember Spirit's actually going to have to run here. Looks like he's just going to go ahead and eat the Aegis stuff. They're going to stun up the Bear. Bear is pretty much dead here. Lost all its mana, lost everything. And Ember Spirit coming in pretty hard. He does get tornadoed up by the Invoker, but he's got full health again because of that Aegis. And here goes Beastmaster to work on the racks. Ember Spirit's going to give him a hand. That's at least a ranged racks, probably melee too.
Radiant's middle barracks have fallen.
Yeah, especially with the Slardar's help. Doesn't look like they need to worry about it, and they're going to immediately rotate to the bot racks. They smell blood in the water. They want to end this. Beastmaster doesn't have Necrobook for another 60 seconds, but shouldn't matter too much. Lion tries to get a stun off, gets the Hex off, but he does get immediately just damaged like hell. Druid tries to come in and do something. He doesn't have a bear with him. He has to Ghost Scepter up. Invoker trying to kill the Wisp here. Wisp has 3, 2, 1. Barely out of there. Nice Lich ult actually for bouncing. Ooh, Sunstrike barely missed on the Slardar, but Venge does pay the ultimate price. And Slardar is going to be in trouble too. He's going to fall.
Kill.
Once scorned
Scorched Earth, it just literally was just about to end there too. Maybe a little bit greedy, but honestly they have room.
use gold given.
Necrobooks is about to be back up for the Beastmaster. Lion actually caught the Beastmaster out here. And he's going to stun him up. There's going to be a Sunstrike out, and Beastmaster might die. He's going to try and shout, and he does get the shout off, but Lion's finger is a little bit faster. That puts Lion at a killing spree right now, which is kind of cool.
Haste.
Ember Spirit continuing to push in on the spot lane.
Double damage.
And he's going to have to be a little bit careful. He's going to get tornadoed up, going to get EMP'd up as well. He might not be able to escape this. Unfortunately, Ember Spirit is Bull, so he's able to escape through Entangle. Going to manage to Searing Chains both the Bear and Doom. He's going to chase him down a bit. Doom getting counter-earned all over the place, and Ember Spirit's actually going to finish him off. He should be able to pick up the Lich too. Maybe not. Slardar just finished up a heart. Slardar is going to be pretty much unkillable for Ice Storm right now. With that heart, that is. That's 3,000 health on him, and he's almost level 16. Now Ember Spirit going to work on those racks. I have to be careful of the Lion stun. Nice little bait there. Pause is out. Oh my god. I'm a cynical person, and I always think pauses are tactical, and that one felt really like a tac pause. But I could be wrong. I shouldn't assume. God, they have such cool poses, and I can't ever capture them because it like instantly does that. Fix your game, Valve. I'm not sure where these guys are located, but I don't know. I just know I don't see this many disconnects in like a regular pub game. Looks like we're about to go. Alright, back to the game. Ember Spirit continuing to chip away at these racks. And gonna reveal that he's the real Ember Spirit. The ruse has been over. Oh, Slardar doesn't quite get that stun off. He's gonna get scared away by the Bear too. Immediate entangle as well. Wisp is gonna come in though and help him out. EMP does go out on the Ember Spirit. He's gonna blink away pretty fast though. Managed to avoid, well see he managed to avoid the EMP hitting his mana, but he still used all his mana blinking away, so it's kinda counterintuitive. He also has a Moon Shard now, which is kinda scary. Definitely an all-in sort of item here for pushing. And he should be able to finish off this Rax incredibly fast. Bear is going to try and contest him, but it's not going to work. Bear's actually going to get swapped back. He's going to tell everyone to run away. And PKO actually in a bit of trouble. He gets hexed up. Doom definitely going to fall though. Monster kill out for Ember Spirit. 2 down already on Ice Storm. Lich ult does go out, but it doesn't do enough damage. Somehow the Beastmaster actually survived that and managed to kill the Bear with Necro units, and 2 racks down. GG called. Good games from both teams, but it looks like Ice Storm will not be moving on. It's going to be TG moving on to the finals of COD League. Thank you guys both your teams for participating, and I appreciate casting you guys. Check me out on Twitter, same as my handle on the top right corner there. And again, good game, Team Gorilla. Good series.
got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's 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 finally someone let me out of my cage. Now time for me is nothing, cause I'm counting no age. Now I couldn't be there, no you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs and I'm under each snare. Intangible, bet you didn't think so, I commend you to panoramic views. Look, I'll make it all manageable. Pick and choose, sit and lose all your different crews. Chicks and dudes, who you think is really kicking tunes. Picture you getting down in a picture tube, like you lit the fuse. You think it's fictional, mystical, maybe spiritual. Hearable, appeasing you is clear of you when you're too crazy. Lifeless to know the definition for what life is. Priceless for you because I put you on the hype shit. You like it? Gun smoking right, just with one token sidekick among those possess you with one go. I'm happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I'm happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. The essence, the basics. Without it, you make it. Allow me to make this childlike in nature. Rhythm, you have it or you don't. That's a fallacy. I'm in them. Every sprouting tree, every child of peace, every cloud you see with your eyes. I see destruction and demise, corruption and disguise from this fucking enterprise. Now I'm sucking to your lies through Russell, not his muscle, but percussion he provides. We need your guide. Y'all can see me now cause you don't see with your eyes. You perceive with your mind, that's the inner. So I'm gonna stick around with Russ and be a mentor. Bust a few rhymes so motherfuckers remember what the thought is. I bought all this so you can survive when law is lawless. Feeling sensations that you thought were dead. No squealing, remember that it's all in your head. I'm happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I'm happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future.
recall, not long ago, we would walk on the sidewalk. Innocent, remember, all we did was care for each other. But the night was warm, we were bold and young. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold on to let go. Blood kiss, fire a gun, we need someone to lean on. Blood kiss, fire a gun, all we need is somebody to lean on. Blood kiss, fire a gun, we need someone to lean on. Blood kiss, fire a gun, all we need is somebody to lean on. What we would do when we get old? Will we walk down the same road? Will you be there by my side, standing strong as the waves roll